Echo Base Network. Thank you so much for being here with us tonight at Echo Base TV, where community happens.
Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for being here at your EBN. We are so glad. We'll be joined momentarily by my dog that you hear barking in the back, I'm sure. Risman is here with us. Nick will be here as soon as he gets off his work call. The DA will be joining us tonight in about 25 to 30 minutes, and Knee Pain also may be showing up. So we want to say hello to everybody that is here with us, our members, our mods, our subscribers, and any and all guests. Nothing's more important than you, the EBN family, the live watchers list. Who is here with us right now in chat? I have seen hello to my friend Venger, Rogue Sarge, Debbie Young, Felix Quiros, Matt Cave Gaming, Star Wars Mom, Matt Risman, SRB Outdoors, Lombardi 1969, Dan Grissom, Marcus W., and Ruben. I think that is about everybody. We also have Anakin Skywalker here. Anakin, good, nice to see you, Anakin, young Skywalker. We also have John Graber, the space jockey. No woot for you, Risman. So, guys, thank you so much for being here. We got an outstanding show planned tonight. Some things little new, some things definitely throwback to the EBN of old, and I think that you guys are going to enjoy that as well. Also want to say hello to Angelina Serini. Good to see you. So tonight's agenda, as always, we discuss the highs and lows of our favorite entertainment with you, the EBN family, and we're going to dip our toes into a little bit of nostalgia along the way. Now, guys, as always, there are 4 ways that you could support us here on the channel. You can join us in a channel membership. We got 4 different levels there, and we're going to be fulfilling many of those things. Some of those things have been adjusted, changed. I think that you guys will like what you see in the channel memberships at this point. Patreon, you can join us over there and become a patron. Nick will be posting stuff over there next week when he gets back home. You could also send in a generous super chat here on the live stream to get your question or comment read out loud and discussed. And most importantly, please share. Please throw this thing out there, but just be here. You just being here, that is awesome. We really appreciate your just being here. Now, a little bit of housekeeping real quick. The ICC Con coming June 19th, 20th, and 21st next year. That's 2026. Tickets are on sale now. You can meet us there. We're having an official channel meetup at the Embassy Suites. It is $209 a night, but you could also, if that's a little pricey for you, you could also get an Airbnb and do it significantly cheaper. And it's a great convention. It's a great meetup. Many of our people will be there, and we hope that you will join us in that endeavor. Now, one thing that we want to do, we wanted to bring this back. Remember way back, those of you who have been here with us for years, we used to do something called My Star Wars Story, where our members would send in a story they wanted to share. Well, we're bringing back a form of that since Echo Base Network has rebranded to EBN, and we're not just a Star Wars channel. We're still a Star Wars channel, but we're not just a Star Wars channel, not, exclusive. We're going to cover other things like that Tron trailer that just came out. So one of the things that we wanted to do was highlight a segment that we call Members Spotlight. And that's what we're going to do right now. One of our Grandmaster members has written in to share a story with you, and I think it's absolutely phenomenal, incredible, all of it. So I'm going to go ahead and read this story for you. You will enjoy it. It is from our friend Matt Cave Gaming, previously known as The Matt Cave. He is awesome. He's got a retro video game channel. He's a 10 out of 10 man. He's a 10 out of 10 human being. Great content creator, but great person. Greater person. So he says, "Hey, Coach. Hey, Nick. Love this idea. I'd like to share with you my connection to the Rocky films and why Rocky 2 continues to go head-to-head with Empire Strikes Back as being my all-time favorite film." I like Rocky 2 as well. "I learned at a very young age that I was able to control and even contain my emotions better than the rest of my family and friends. Realizing that, I took it upon myself to always be the strong one, not so much in physical strength, but in emotional and mental strength. To always be the one that held it together so others could be able to break down when things happened. To be the shoulder to cry on whenever someone needed it. I got so good at this ability, in fact, that it actually scared me a little. Somewhere around 7 or 8 years old, I knew that I needed a way to manage my own emotions, while at the same time not breaking that strength I was building. But I was just a kid and I had no idea what to do about that. Then I saw Rocky 2 for the very first time. It was actually the first Rocky film that I saw. During that first viewing, I was alone. My father was at work and my mom was taking care of stuff around the house. Not sure where my younger brother was, but I'm thinking he was most likely playing outside. So there I was, sitting on the couch watching a story unfold unlike any that I had ever seen before. Even though I hadn't seen the first film yet, I instantly felt connected to these characters and was completely drawn into that world, and then it happened. Adrian slips into a coma after giving birth to their son. My heart sank, and I remember feeling a crazy rush of emotion, but I was still holding it together. But that all changed when our larger-than-life hero came into the room and broke down beside her. Seeing Rocky so upset, panicked, and desperately trying to even wrap his head around what was going on completely broke the armor I had built around myself. I freaking lost it. I was a sobbing mess. The good thing is, that story had a very happy ending and was one of the greatest stories I had ever experienced. A new realization hit me at that moment. This was my answer. Escaping into a movie and allowing myself to let go. My biggest test for this came a few years later when I was 11. Prior to this event, I had found many chances to watch a movie by myself. And if the movie got to me, I let it. So many amazing movies, TV shows, books, etc. When I was 11 years old, my grandfather passed away. It hit the family hard, especially for my brother and my cousin. The three of us were always together growing up, to the point where most people assumed we were all brothers. I remember the day of the funeral and seeing everything unfold. My brother and my cousin were crying all throughout. By this point, it was definitely clear to my parents, my aunts and uncles, that I was able to handle what was going on, and they came to me to tell me that at church we were at, there was another room where I could get my brother and cousin away from everything for a little while. Basically be a distraction for them. So I did. We hung out a little in that other room and talked about things like the latest WWF matches. Oh yeah. And and what games we wanted for Christmas. All things considered, it was a success. I was able to be the distraction for them, but inside I was a mess. At that moment, this was the biggest emotional hit I had taken. I knew that I needed to release the hold I had on my emotions, so that night after everyone else went to sleep, I stayed up and popped in the VHS copy of Rocky 2. When that film ended, I grabbed Rocky 3 and I watched the whole thing. I needed a double feature. And as you probably guessed, I let it all out. Over the years I got older. Life changed, and along the way with it, inevitably, tough times would happen. I only got better at being that rock for people around me. And every time I reached a moment where I knew that I needed to let go, I would turn to escaping into a story, but for the biggest and toughest times. There was only one film that was going to get me through it, and that was, and continues to be, Rocky 2. That movie, I think, actually saved my life. I'm well aware that bottling up emotions is not a healthy thing to do for all kinds of reasons, and maybe I would have found another way to handle it at some point, but I don't know what that would have been. All I know for sure is that I found a way that works for me. Sort of a win-win solution where I can continue to be strong for people in need while at the same time taking care of my own well-being. Sorry for the long email, but there you have it. That's my story of how Rocky II became the most important and impactful film of my entire life. Thanks for letting me share this story. We are, you are, EBN. And again, that is coming from our good friend and brother and member here, Matt Cave Gaming. Thank you so much, Matt Cave, for sharing that story. I want to bring in the boys real quick, and we'll talk a little Rocky 2 right now, because you said some things in that story that I can definitely relate to. So that's just awesome. If you missed this story or you came in halfway through, you should definitely rewind this thing. That's an old geezer word, isn't it? Rewind. Rewind this thing. Go back. Seek backwards that way, and watch and listen to this. Exactly, Jim. I'm not crying. You're crying. That's exactly right. All right, let's bring in the boys and see what they have to say. Could you guys relate to that story that Matt Cave just shared with us?
Coach, I'm just surprised he took time out of playing Final Fantasy, whatever, 7 Rebirth.
He hasn't played it in over a week.
Nick let him off the hook.
Oh, I see.
Nick let him off the hook. Look, I totally get what he was saying about having that emotional release. Like, I don't cry a lot. Hardly at all. But some Larry Bird video will come on, or some Bobby Knight video, or I'll see some old school Star Wars video, or the moment Vader rescues Luke, and I will cry like a dang baby. It's like a release in that moment. That's where I let it out. It's really weird, and I definitely understand where he's coming from. Thoughts?
I relate more to the be kind rewind part that you were saying at the end there. Rewind this thing. Be kind, rewind. But no. Anybody that knows me, especially Coach, I don't cry really ever. I don't think Coach has ever seen me cry. Have you?
I can't recall.
Yeah,
I can't recall.
Yeah, I'm not overly emotional.
I don't think you've seen me cry very much.
No. All yours is done in private when no one's around.
Yeah.
Which is probably the case for most people. Yeah. So Rocky, funny Rocky story. The very first Rocky movie I ever saw was Rocky 4.
Yeah.
And then the second Rocky movie I ever saw was Rocky 3. And then it was like years later, as a kid, I saw 1 and 2. But when I saw clips of 1 and 2, like passing by in the living room while like family was watching or whatever, and I was like, "What's this?" They're like, Rocky, and I was like, "That doesn't even look like him." You know, I was like, "This is old," and I was just like, "Yeah." And I went on and played with my Star Wars toys or something, you know.
Sure.
But later on, I sat down and watched the first one and the second one, which just gave more meaning to the third and fourth one that I'd already seen.
Right.
But yeah, I love those movies. They're not Empire Strikes Back for me, but I can see what Matt was saying in that letter that he wrote. Great movies. You know, me and Coach just did Godfather retro rewind video, and we were at the end of it. We were talking about, you know, this is one of those movies you don't remake. You know, Rocky is one of those same movies. You don't remake that. Same with like Back to the Future, Star Wars, Lord of the Rings, something more modern. So yeah, the first 4 Rocky movies are my Rocky movies. I'm not a big fan of the ones that come after that, even though 5 is okay. I didn't really care for it as much as the others for sure. It kind of ends at 4 for me.
Right. Risman?
For some reason, and maybe it's not for some reason, when I usually think of a Rocky movie, I think in my mind normally goes to Rocky 2, just because of Carl Weathers' performance as Apollo Creed and just them interacting together. I don't know, to me, Rocky 2 really epitomizes the franchise. and they did have such a long run, and each one of the movies kind of stayed true, obviously, the formula, but they were a little different, you know, and it kind of, like any of these other ones, once you get to 5 and 6, you know, once it goes on and on and on and on, you know, it's never as good as it was in the first couple, in my opinion, for the most part. Now, I enjoyed the Creed stuff and some of the things that have been done more recently to an extent, just because I think they tried to recreate that recipe for success. But for me, it's easily Rocky 2 is my favorite. But I do attribute a lot of that love to Carl Weathers.
Yeah, absolutely. I totally agree.
Yeah, four is probably my favorite. Which I mean, that's the one that I've probably seen more than any of them. The soundtrack for 4 is, God, I love the soundtrack for 4.
I think from beginning to end, 4 is the best for me. 3 is really good. However,
yeah, I like 3 too.
Rocky 2 has the most emotional, impactful. The last 30 minutes of that movie is a freaking banger.
Yeah.
When she says, "Come here. Come here." And she
I got
says,
something to tell you.
she says, you remember what she said, guys?
Win.
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 And he looked
Yeah.
what are we waiting for?
Yeah. Let's go.
Oh, man. I bet some of y'all have chill bumps right now. I do. That just
Yeah.
gave me chill bumps. You know?
Yeah.
So good. Timeless. Oh, my gosh. What a great
Oh,
movie.
well, and also, I think part of the reason why we may all the three of us may gravitate towards Rocky 4 as being a favorite, it's nostalgically a favorite because it was sort of the Rocky of our childhood, right?
Yeah.
We were of that age to really appreciate the story, and of course Rocky 2 I think came out in maybe 79-ish.
Yep.
And I'm pretty sure Rocky 4 was in the 80s, right? 85.
85.
Like this. So I mean, you know, it's that same time frame as Back to the Future and some of this other stuff. I mean, we just had treat after treat after treat right through the box office during that time, and I'm with you on Rocky 4. Again, you know, a little bit of love in all of those movies. I think at least the first 4, as far as I'm concerned.
I mean, honestly, how many of us here right now have owned the Rocky 4 soundtrack?
I have. Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean,
cassette tape.
on cassette tape. I bought it,
Yeah.
Nick, at the CD tape place in the mall in like 94.
Yeah. What was the name of that place?
I don't remember.
Suncoast?
I don't
Suncoast's
remember.
been around forever.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did want to say one thing, because I know Matt Cave's got to head out in a little bit, but upcoming retro rewind video that we're doing. I already got the first video recorded. I just got to edit it, and I'll probably do that when I get back home. The original Final Fantasy VII game, modded with full voice acting for the entire game, with tons of mods that make it way more modern and voice acting. So that's an upcoming retro rewind that's coming.
Awesome.
Can't wait.
Well, again, guys, that was a members spotlight. So major thank you to Matt Cave for sharing that story with us. If you are a Grand Master, now you're called a council member, by the way. And if you were a Jedi Master, now you're a Master. If you are either one of those levels, you could email us at Echo Base Network and put in member spotlight submission. In all of those directions are in the perk area on the channel, and you could send us your story, and we will read it in the member spotlight section of next week's live stream. So we'll try to do one a week for you guys, and we would love for you to share those stories. Now, a little bit of business that we've got before we hit our first topics of the night. We got topics all over the place. We're definitely going to be busy tonight. Yeah. We're busy tonight. Matt Cave Gaming, member for 52 months. Just throwing this out there. The trailer for Mortal Kombat 2 looks awesome. Video game movies are getting good. Never thought I'd see the day. I have not watched the trailer. We're going to be watching it tonight on the live stream. So we will get there in just a few minutes. So
I saw it. It looks badass.
All right. Well, I have not seen it, so I can't wait to get there. There's a couple trailers that we're going to look at that I have not seen yet.
The new Alien Earth.
You'll get my reaction tonight. But thank you very much, Matt Cave, again for everything. Donna Hergenrether has shared 5 EBN memberships, so thank you to
Donna.
her. If you're one of those 5 people, please give Donna a big thank you and welcome to the EBN member family. Go and check out those perks that you get. We will be having a watch party in the very near future. For channel members, we will be having a members-only live stream, so just be on the lookout for those things. They are coming. Felix Quiros, member for 51 months strong. Grateful to be a part of the EBN family this long. The content, the community, the vibes, always top tier. Here's to many more. Hashtag EBN for life, Star Wars forever. May the Force be with you. We are, you are. EBN. It's funny. We've all developed our own language. Like we could talk in code. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you, Felix. You are the man. Longtime member and moderator here at the channel and lightsaber extraordinaire. Chad Admiral Thrawn, member for 17 months. Coach Nick and Moff Risman. Hello. Hello, sir.
Hello, Thrawn.
Hello.
Hopefully Thrawn can make it to IC this year. Hopefully you can come out this next year.
Right?
Next June, yeah.
I hope so. Let's see. We also have Debbie Young with a $4.99 super chat. Omega makes Nick cry.
Yeah.
Nick, what do you think about that?
Yeah, cry tears of shame as to what Star Wars has been turned into.
I know what you think about it. They're right there. That's what you think about it. All right. Thank you very much, Debbie. We appreciate that. Thank you guys for your super chats and your member chats. We are you are EBN, and this video is for you. And we'll be right back, and we'll get going on these topics. All right, up first, did you know the original lightsaber prop used by David Prowse filming The Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi? By the way, the original lightsabers and lightsaber props are very scarce, very rare, very hard to find. The last major Star Wars auction that I believe mentioned in the article was a model X-Wing used in the 77 feature film, and it sold for $2.3 million. That's million right here, okay?
Yes.
So Darth Vader's original lightsaber hilt from Empire and Return of the Jedi, right now it's at $1 million. And is projected to go above $3 million. This thing is so rare and such a piece of iconic entertainment history. They're actually taking this lightsaber on like a grand tour. They're taking it to somewhere in England. They're taking it to Canada. They're bringing it to Los Angeles. This thing is just all over the place. And the auction will be live at propstore.com, I believe. And if you guys feel so inclined, go bid.
You need to collect it, Coach. It needs to be a part of your collection.
Yeah. Little
none
out
of
of my
us
range.
none of us here probably have the money for that. Even if all of us, even in chat, put our money together, we probably couldn't afford it.
I mean, Mexican Iron Man, if you're out there, I would like this prop. So
yeah,
where's Valiant Renegade when we need him?
let's make this happen. Yeah, exactly. Where's all the big money people? That's exactly right. So, guys, what do y'all think? Like, this is a once in a lifetime chance for a collector. Could you imagine being the collector to actually have the prop, the on-screen saber used in the fight? And it wasn't just used by David Prowse. There was a stunt double who did some of the fighting sequences as well, especially in Jedi. And he used it as well. Same prop. I guess they just passed it off back and forth to each other. But both of them, yeah, right. Can I do a layaway plan? Yeah, better for sure. But yes, isn't that neat that we're living in an age now? There's some other things that are of noteworthy that's being auctioned for sale. I'm going to tell you the other items that's going up. And I want you guys to tell me, chat, you tell me as well, do you think it will bring in more than the Vader lightsaber? That's what I want you to think about. Now, most of you are probably going to be obviously swayed one direction, but you know, I don't know. So here we go. A bullwhip and belt worn by Harrison Ford and Indiana Jones in The Last Crusade.
That'd be cool.
Okay. A hero close-up neuralizer from Men in Black. I would go thumbs down on that one. Don't care anything about
Cool,
that.
but I wouldn't.
It is cool, but check this one out. Sauron's helmet
Oh.
from the Lord of the Rings Fellowship of the Ring.
That would be badass.
So if you, I have to ask the question. It's a two-parter. Which one would you pick if you could have either one? Which one do you think is going to bring in more money?
Between the Vader and the
Sauron's helmet.
Sauron's helmet, I'm gonna say Vader brings in more money, and Vader's. I mean, he's so iconic. That's who I would. That's probably who I would go with is Vader's saber.
Yeah.
I think Vader for sure, and then I would think maybe the bullwhip and belt for Indiana Jones would fetch more than Sauron's helmet. But
I could see that.
Lord of the Rings fans, I mean, you never know. It's definitely iconic.
I mean, you know, there's Lord of the Rings fans all over the world, and all it takes is two people to get into a bidding war, and if they really want it, you know, it could go for more than the Vader, lightsaber hilt, but I don't think it should. I
agree.
And I think if it was Vader's original helmet versus Sauron's helmet, I don't think there's any comparison there.
No comparison, yeah.
But the lightsaber hilt, that's a really cool piece for sure. We have a big, huge $20 super chat from Israel R. He says, "Hello guys, with the new trailers for Mortal Kombat 2 and Tron Ares, let's go. Looking good. I'm still very cautious about these films. Which trailer gave you more hope?" For me, it was the Mortal Kombat 2 trailer. Cheers and God bless. Matt Cave just sent in a member chat about the Mortal Kombat 2 trailer. Rissman has watched it. Nick watched it.
Yep.
I have not watched it. Israel, we're gonna watch that trailer tonight on stream, and we're gonna look a little bit closer at everything going on with the Mortal Kombat 2 film. But I did watch the Tron Ares trailer, and I will tell you, I love Mortal Kombat. I'm a fan of the franchise. I'm not really a fan of the last movie, and definitely not Annihilation. Definitely not. Worst movie in the theater I ever saw.
Annihilation was terrible.
We were there together back in 96 or whenever it was. It was horrible. So anyways, I am openly biased. I'm going to lean towards Tron no matter how good the Mortal Kombat 2 trailer is. I've got to, it does something for me. But I'm definitely going to check out the Mortal Kombat 2 trailer. Guys, what are y'all's thoughts about this question here? Which one are you digging more?
So I'm kind of in the same boat with Coach. My bias is leaned more towards Tron, but with that said, I'm also very cautious about these films. I'm going to put a little bit more hope into Mortal Kombat 2 more than Tron Ares just because it's Disney.
Okay, that's fair.
That's really the only reason. Is I hope both movies are great and both trailers look bad ass. I like both of them. So I'm excited.
Did you watch the Johnny Cage teaser?
I did. That was pretty funny.
I haven't watched it yet. So that's another thing we're going to do.
We got both of those for later.
Yeah. It's good. It's good.
So I have to say, I was the most. If you ask me which trailer surprised me the most, it's the Mortal Kombat trailer by far. The Uncaged Fury thing with. I'm a huge Karl Urban fan. Maybe you think he's cast well, maybe you don't. I loved him in that little teaser by himself. I loved him even more in the actual Mortal Kombat 2 trailer itself. And then on the flip side, everything I've seen so far for Tron Ares just continues to be better than the last thing. I mean, they went hard in that trailer. And I know for some people, Jared Leto has a stigma now because his most recent roles haven't necessarily been the best from a just theatrical experience, right?
Sure.
And so far, this could be a great role for him in how they're playing it. You know, I just hope it's not the usual, well, you know, now he's a villain, and is he a villain? And I don't know, and we're subverting, you know, I mean, I'm just excited to see their special effects and how they integrate things together and what the story ends up being. And then, you know, how they bring Flynn back into it and all that. I was so happy to see at least that, you know, in this last trailer. And I know at here next week, this coming weekend at San Diego Comic-Con, Disney is bringing a big Tron Ares presentation to Hall H. I don't think they're going to show them the whole movie or anything like that. I guess they could. So I suspect some of the stuff is building towards that. You know, I'll take a play out of Nick's playbook. I just hope it doesn't suck. You know what I mean? I just hope the story.
I have faith in this one. Hey, Disney made Tron Legacy. I know it was a long time ago now, but I love the movie, so I hope they do right by it. Guys, we got a special. Well, I mean, he's not real. I mean, he's special to all of us, but our brother has not been here in a minute. I hadn't heard from him in so long. He might be speaking Japanese now. I don't even know, but we are bringing him in. Let's do this. Konnichiwa.
What's up, fellas?
Yeah,
how's it going?
See you.
Good.
Oh, good.
I was actually watching your video that you dropped at like 3 o'clock in the morning or 4 o'clock in the morning last night with the freaking Superman rap song, the AI.
Oh yeah,
yeah, that was freaking hilarious.
That was Bounding in the Comics did that, man.
Yeah,
that is hilarious, man.
Yeah.
Too funny. Have you guys seen Superman?
I have, I had not watched anybody's reactions to it because I didn't want to get influenced. So I don't even know your thoughts on it yet, DA. But it was a 4 out of 10 for me.
Wow,
Okay.
You rated it higher than I expected you would.
I gave it. Look, I have a higher rating. I still think it's extraordinarily mid. But I gave it a 6.5 out of 10. I feel like a 6.5 is like the high end of mid for me. My mid ranges are like 4 to 6, and it's like a little bit better because there's some stuff I liked in it. But I didn't hate it. I didn't love it. It's just like right there in the middle. I don't think they got it off to a good start.
Yeah, I actually called it in DC stream the other night, Superman and the Guardians of the Slightly Above Average.
Oh, wow. So, look, title. I want to ask this for everybody. What is coming out in the next year that is a day one, you have to be there no matter what to watch this movie? Is
Tron
there anything?
Tron Ares.
That's it for me. Tron Ares is a day one watch for me.
So you mean like day one? You mean like Thursday, the first showing?
Thursday when it drops, weekend? I want to be there because I don't. None of us get the early access like our boy DA. He gets to go watch stuff early sometimes. We're not there yet.
Yeah,
I can't even think of anything myself. Like there's really nothing that's coming up.
What'd you think about the Mortal Kombat 2 and Tron Ares trailer?
Wait, we're gonna be there later.
Well, that's
whoa! I take it back. I did see that Mortal Kombat trailer from today. I did see that. I don't think I've seen the Tron Ares.
Oh, you're going to.
Is there a new trailer out?
We're gonna get there.
Yeah, it just dropped today.
Oh yeah,
we're gonna get there.
Okay.
Yeah, 9.5 out of 10 for me.
I like Mortal Kombat, but I have a feeling this is just going to be bad. But I do like the trailer. I thought the trailer was it's fun. It's a fun trailer. I don't know if Karl Urban is like the right fit for Johnny Cage, but I like him. I like him anyway. So I'm like, all right, let's see what you got.
Yeah,
You know-
I'm kind of in the same boat.
The thing about Israel's super chat, again, Israel, thank you very much for the $20 super chat and supporting the channel, my friend. The words that he says here, I think, are wise. I think everybody will agree. I'm still very cautious about these films. He's excited about them, but he's cautious about them. And I think that's pretty wise. Mortal Kombat is very similar to G.I. Joe in the cinematic universe.
Right.
Yeah, lots of characters.
They've gotten one good movie. And by the way, Nick, the original Mortal Kombat might be a great movie for us to do the retro rewind on, because I'm not so sure it still holds up today.
I loved it when we went and saw it. I've not
Me
seen
too.
it in years.
I'm
the
not so
original
sure
Mortal
it still
Kombat.
holds up today, brother. I'm not.
I think God, what's his name? I almost said Grogu.
Goro?
Goro, yeah, Goro. I thought they did a pretty good job with him in that movie.
In 94?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it in so long, though. I'd be interested to see how I feel about
That could
it
be
today.
a great EBN watch party right there.
Yeah.
But again, Israel, thank you very much. We got another super chat here, $2 from our friend Warsey. I saw Superman, fellas. It was quite refreshing.
Yeah, a lot of people really seem to enjoy it. For me, the one of the biggest problems I had with the movie, for me personally, and I'm not going to get into spoilers for people that haven't seen it, but Superman seems to just be getting his ass handed to him throughout the whole movie. I'm like, good God, he's getting his ass kicked again, like over in Lex Luthor, in the stupid social media selfie plans, text message, like all that.
I thought you weren't going to get into spoilers.
Well, everybody already knows that there's a social media aspect to it and everything, because has been in the trailers and stuff and articles. But yeah, I was kind of like, there was stuff I liked about it. I liked the actor, what's his name? Derek Corn. Yeah,
David Cornsweet.
Yeah, Cornsweet. Yeah, I thought he was fine as Superman. I still like Henry Cavill better. But I mean, I thought he was fine for the role. It almost felt like this should have been the second movie, and not the first one.
Well, it's the way they started off. It's very, it just kind of throws you into the world, and you like, this is the first time we've seen anybody in this universe, and they just throw you right on in there. It's like, go.
Yeah, it's like, kind of jarring a little bit.
It is. It's very jarring.
Yeah.
And remember, guys, in addition to Tron Ares answering the question of potentially day one or opening weekend must-sees, we got a Predator coming, and we've also got...
I'm going to see that opening weekend.
And we've also got an Avatar coming, right? Which I know Avatar is not everyone's cup of tea, right? But I mean, we and there are lots of other what I would consider to be more littler sort of independent kind of movies, between now and then that are coming out, like Weapons, The Long Walk. I mean, there's, for folks who want to go to the cinema, I think, and be entertained, starting this month and then going pretty much through the rest of the year, you might be able to find something unexpected that you'll enjoy at the theater, right, Coach? Even if you don't go on opening night, which can be tough. So
I heard tickets for Odyssey sold out.
Yeah, but they're just doing funny business, right? They put up one showing for IMAX 70 millimeters, and they sold out within seconds. And now they're being scalped on eBay and all this. But I mean, again, it was a little bit of a gimmick, right? It's like, okay, we're going to open up like one showing on opening day in 70 millimeter IMAX only as a shtick. And it gave them all the headlines they were hoping for. They all sold out.
Yeah, then with that being Christopher Nolan's next movie, I'll see that opening weekend for sure, probably.
And
I think that one is one you want to go at. Like Christopher Nolan, that's a big one. That's going to be a big. When does that come out? That's next year, right?
A year from today. They put them out a year ahead of time. That was part of the
game. So we got a while.
All right, guys. So look, if you joined us late, we have a massive list of things that we're going to be going through, but we're going to move through them as quickly as we can because there's so many of them, and we're going to get some reactions from some of this stuff. We've all not seen it, but we got to touch a little bit of Star Wars news. I know, guys. I know. Hang in there. So Beau Willimon, screenwriter for Andor, amongst other things, he's the guy that wrote the words, "I can't swim" in No Way Out, Andor Season 1. He was interviewed, and he, playful little interview. It was good. He talked about how he loved writing Saw Gerrera, but they took an approach that was a less is more approach. That's what the show wanted to do. They didn't want to, pour on K2SO, Saw Gerrera in the show. They wanted to just kind of give you a taste here and there. They did have, the article reveals, they did have a version of the story where K2SO was there in the very beginning, Season 2, Episode 1, and would be the sidekick throughout the entire season. But, Tony Gilroy decided to pull the plug on that one, rather, and not go that direction. They did ask Willimon, the screenwriter, if he would be interested in writing a Saw Gerrera spinoff show. And he said that's like the number one thing that he would like to do. He would love his chance to do that. But then he kind of let the interviewer know, hey, I don't think, it's a less is more approach. I'm not sure. I would be fascinated to do that. He's one of my favorite characters. Writing anything for Forrest Whitaker is gold. It's easy. He could read the telephone book. He's great. But, that's the take there. So anyways, your guys' thoughts. It's just kind of a fun little article. It was a good read. Are you buying or selling the possibility of a Saw Gerrera, Forrest Whitaker-led Star Wars miniseries coming to Disney Plus sometime down the road?
Go off for it, Nick.
I was just going to say, my response is going to be short. That's a big hell no for me. Now, I like Forrest Whitaker. I think he's a great actor. But personally, for me, I don't care to see any Disney Star Wars stuff anymore, much less a side character show. I'm sure for the fans of Saw Gerrera and the Disney Universe, Star Wars, and all that, there's probably a lot of people that'd be excited for it out there, but I'm not one of them.
And
Rispin, you were a big fan of the series.
I am, and I have to say it's kind of funny hearing his comments here, because sadly the only ones who got Emmy nominations were Forrest Whitaker and Alan Tudyk. Yeah. Nobody else got it, through everyone else's dramatic interpretations of their characters, which I think were amazing. They were the ones that are apparently most likely to get their flowers, if you will, as a result of that. I think there's next to no chance that they'll do any more with any of these characters, especially on Disney Plus. I really have a very dim view of where they're going to go in the future with the live action content on Disney Plus. And I think if they start killing it again in the movies, I almost don't care about that, to tell you the truth. But all props to Forrest Whitaker. I don't think we're in for a Saw show, if you will. And I'm very curious to see how Beau does with James Mangold, if that movie actually really ever does come to fruition. He touched on that very, very minorly in this by just basically saying, we are writing it. Right. It's going to be good. The usual stuff they say when they're kind of working on it and kind of not.
Just in case you missed that, he is writing the James Mangold Dawn of the Republic, the beginning of the Jedi. Dawn of the Jedi. Did I say Republic?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Which may actually now be called, by the way, it may be called Jedi Prime. There was some there. I think he might have referred to it as Jedi Prime. I don't think either one of those names are good, by the way. But they're better than the Mandalorian and Grogu from a title perspective, I guess. But I don't think either one of those names is the greatest for the movie. But it could be called Jedi Prime.
Sure. DA?
Yeah, I'm selling, man. I don't listen. I think let me say this. Beau Willimon, I think he is a fantastic writer. Mm-hmm. His talents are being wasted over there at Lucasfilm right now. He should not be working in Lucasfilm because everything that's going on in Star Wars right now is a dead end. They're talking about a Saw series or a Saw. Like, what are we doing here? They refuse to move out of the past and go forward. It's a dead end. I say just find something else to do. All right. I would get out of. I wouldn't even do the James Mangold movie, and I know he's probably a really good paycheck for him. I wouldn't even do that. I would move away from Star Wars and Lucasfilm and everything until they get their house in order. They really need to shuffle the whole deck, shut it all the way down, rebuild from the ashes. That's the only way that I would care about anything majorly that Star Wars is doing right now. Disney Star Wars, I should say.
I agree with the premise here. Willimon is good. He would probably write a good story. Forrest Whitaker would certainly act exceptionally well. It would probably be very solid. But there's just no interest. There's just who's interested in watching that? The Andor, the setting for Andor has come and gone. It's time to leave it now.
Yep.
There's no more story there. So let's move on. Speaking of moving on, that's exactly what we'll do. Risman did mention the 14 Emmy nominations. Now, a lot of people were left off of this. They didn't make it. You only get 5 nominees in each of the categories. So people like Stellan Skarsgård didn't make it. People like Genevieve O'Reilly didn't make it. Risman cried little tears. I'm sure.
I did. I cried real tear. I cried a real tear when I saw she didn't make it.
So
didn't the Acolyte get
in the comedy category, where it
comedy.
Comedy, straight comedy. Best editing, right?
In the right place.
Oh my goodness. So look, Andor, I'm not going to read all these, but the ones at the top are the most important pretty much. Outstanding drama series, outstanding production, outstanding cinematography, outstanding fantasy sci-fi costumes, directing for a drama series, picture editing for a drama series, music composition, original music and lyrics, guest actor in a drama series, which is Whitaker, by the way. So they'll probably get some of these, and if they don't, they don't. But they got 14 nominations, so it doesn't mean the show is an all-time Hall of Fame gold standard great. But some of you may see it that way. But I think that DA, what he was just saying, I think most of us agree with. The ship is sailing. The interest is dropping. Everybody's leaving that franchise.
Important question for you, Coach.
Hmm?
Which, if you had to give the Emmy for drama series to Andor or The Pit?
The Pit, easy.
Well, they're up against The Pit.
Yeah, I would give it to the Pit.
And they're up against...
I loved every episode and every moment. Bro, I can't even remember the finale for Andor Season 2. I don't remember how it ended.
I never even watched it.
I don't
seen the last 3 episodes.
This is bad. I don't remember a single thing about the final episode.
Well, it's
Was
up
that the episode where Andor and I guess Bix, it's revealed that she had a kid or something?
The kid at the very end. Yes.
Yeah.
And if you had not started saying that, I wouldn't have remembered it.
Well,
it's like gone.
This is the issue. It's not only is it up against The Pit, it's up against Severance and White Lotus also. I mean, it has zero chance to win this Emmy, and whether you think it deserves it or not, the genre programming, and especially when you stick Star Wars on it, the people who vote for these Emmys are like, oh, Star Wars again? I'm voting for anything other than that.
How did Landman not get? Did Landman get in there anyway?
They have something against Taylor Sheridan. None of Taylor Sheridan's stuff got nominated.
Good God, man. He is killing it. He's literally keeping Paramount Plus afloat by himself.
I think he's Paramount's version of Star Wars. I think they're like, oh, another Taylor. He just keeps giving us shows until he, you know what I mean? He
keeps giving us dime pieces left and right.
Yeah, I mean, I think Andor will win for production design and costuming and the original score. I mean, I think it will get the accolades it normally gets, but I don't think it's going to win anything else because they're predisposed to just not go that way.
So Venger asks a great question here. The Pit, what's that? Think gorier, grittier, way more suspense ER on HBO. Noah Wyle as the lead should win anything he's nominated for that role. Like,
I think he is nominated himself, also, Coach.
He should be. He should win. Like, it was amazing. When The Pit season 2 comes out, I'm all in.
I've not seen it. Have you seen this show, Derek?
I haven't. No.
Yeah, I haven't either.
I haven't seen it yet. Yeah,
I promise you guys would enjoy it. And I'm not a typical hospital show guy. Like, that's just not really my cup of tea. Man, it got me from the get-go.
And we missed part of the premise, right, Coach? It's like 24 in a way. So it's 12 episodes. I think it was 12 episodes, and each episode covers an hour of their emergency room shift. So each time you tune in for an episode, it's picking up where the last one left of Noah Wyle is.
And a big cliffhanger every time.
He's the head of the emergency room, and he's training people and doing all the stuff, and what's happening with the nurses and
they're short-staffed
coming in. And there's a huge mass casualty event that occurs. I mean, they went all in on this series. It's coming back, of course, and next time it's going to be set on the 4th of July. So, I mean, they're really leaning into this whole, and it worked. It really, really worked.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah, and a lot of people in chat are giving it a lot of praise, too.
I hope it wins. I think they'll pick Severance. They always pick Severance. And I have to say, I don't think the second season of Severance was as good as the first season, but Severance always seems to win, or The White Lotus. Everyone's big in The White Lotus now. I mean, nothing would make me happier to see The Pit win for Best Drama.
Okay. Warsi, the DA saw you battle with R&B today on Versus. He sounded desperate.
Yeah, what happened?
Did you whoop our friend
that was
R&B?
Monday, right?
Man, that was on Monday. Yeah, no, it was Robert Meyer Burnett. And look, I got nothing but respect for R&B. Great dude, love talking to him when I get the opportunity. He just has a take, about the whole Superman.
We can't say
I can't say it. I just say he has a take, and it was his take, and I gave my take. That's what Versus is all about.
Yeah.
It's like back and forth, your position, my position. But yeah, I think everybody disagreed with Rob. Everybody disagreed with Rob on that panel, but yeah, it was a lot of fun.
What's interesting about that is normally I agree with about everything he says.
Yeah. But that one is like,
I got you.
Rob, you're a little bit too crazy right now.
He's been back on that John Campea show for too long. Campea's rubbing off on him.
Campea getting to him.
Yeah. I have to say, Derek, on this particular take, I also had a hard time being on R&B's side. It was a really tough take, and he did not. I have to give him credit. He did not let it go. He did
it back down, and I respect that. All right, you got a position. You gonna stand 10 toes down? Okay, cool. Don't back down. Don't back down. But yeah, he stayed with it throughout the course of that show. It was solid. All right, but yeah, I 100% disagreed with where he was going.
Gotcha.
But all respect.
Sure, absolutely. R&B's great. We all love him.
Yes, sir.
Donna Hergenrether with a $4.99 super chat. Zelda is a girl. Zelda is a girl. Yay, and make DA go to ICCC.
Yeah,
he's got a year to plan.
Yeah.
Listen, Donna, the only rean I didn't go this year is because I was coming back from Japan. All right.
And we weren't going either.
Well, I might have still went, even if you guys didn't make it. But I was just getting back from Japan. So I'm like, I just literally got off a plane after 2.5 weeks in Japan. And then I had a trip coming up. I had something else that I had to do just after ICCC. So it's like, it was going to be a lot. It was going to be a lot to try to squeeze in. But I'm there for show in 2026. So don't even worry about that.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
All right.
We'll all be there.
I'm there.
All of us
there.
Did you put in for your press pass yet, Derek?
I have not. I will, though. I will.
You need to before the time runs out, because he doesn't put the press pass stuff, let it go for too long. So make sure you go to the website and get that knocked out, hopefully like this weekend.
Yeah. I'll get it done ASAP.
Yeah.
It costs you have to pay for the shipping.
It's $8.
It's like $8.
It's $8. Yeah.
I got it.
But go ahead and do that.
Is it different? Is it a different process than it was last time that I went?
Same.
I think it's the same.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
They'll mail
I'm
you the whole VIP package in the mail. Just put your channel info, all that sort of stuff in there, and
We'll get us a live stream going, and you know how you could save some money too. We'll talk more about that off camera if you want to, or you could pay $209 a night if you want to. It's up to you.
Facts.
And I've
already found some pimp.
Well, we need to go ahead and get them.
Airbnbs. Yeah.
You know, the bad thing, Derek, is it's Father's Day weekend. That's the bad thing, but my wife's
Well,
cool
I might bring my kids with me as well.
Awesome.
You know,
awesome.
Yeah, we just got through going to Anime Matsuri out in Houston, Texas. Shout out to Houston, Texas. I had a great time. Just got back from there this past weekend. So yeah, my son is getting his channel really cranked up for anime, so it's a lot of fun. So yeah, I'm telling him, hey man, we got to do more conventions. You know, he had a blast at Anime Matsuri, and I want to get him involved in some more conventions. So what better than to go to Icon for the fans, by the fans? You know, so we'll definitely get to that.
Tell him to apply for VIP Pass too.
Absolutely.
Get his press pass, put his channel info in there, and all that.
So I got to say, you know, we had a great time. For those of you who are thinking about going, we have a Thursday night meetup there where we go to a barcade. Yeah. So Derek showed off there. You need to be there. Now, getting to hang out with Derek over the course of the entire weekend, I got to say I was really disappointed in only one thing. He starts crashing a little too early. He starts getting tired. He can't stay up with the rest of us.
He can't hang with us.
I can't hang. I can't.
He's like 7:30.
He gets quiet.
We did the Humpty dance together, Coach. We did the Humpty dance. How you gonna do us? How you gonna do me like that, man?
We got to come up with something else we can do. So
okay, we'll figure that out.
All right, maybe some Ralph Tresvant.
Or some Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg.
Okay, sure.
But a G thing or something.
All right, I might need to practice some of those. All right. Scott Westbrook, member for 47 months, locked in for ICCC 2026. Can't wait to see you, Scott. That is awesome. I think everybody's planning on going that has been in the past except for Felix. Felix has something that he's got to do, so he's going to be missing this one. But everybody else, I think, is pretty locked in, so we're really excited about it for sure. All right. Guys, thank you so much for your super chats and your member chats and all of that. We're going to play this video for you in honor of that, and we'll be right back with our next topic.
I don't think anybody has a roundhouse spin kick greater than Van Damme ever.
Probably not. Probably not. All right, moving right along. And this is, I think, we're almost done with the Star Wars news, but we had to mention this.
Had to. I couldn't resist, Coach.
Never a plan. Never a plan. It's been the thing that has been brought up so many times, even by Kathleen Kennedy herself.
Yeah.
There was never anything solid. They just tinkered around with a couple of ideas, and that's it. And now he's saying the thing has been completely scrapped because of my success with Knives Out, of course. So I didn't have time to do Star Wars.
He said there wasn't nothing even to scrap. He said it never.
True, nothing.
There was nothing.
Just a couple ideas. That's it.
Yeah.
But he would love the chance. And I want to read to you the very last thing that he said here, which was horrendous. Back in 2022, Johnson said he would be sad if he never directed a Star Wars film again, but he added it wouldn't be the end of the world for anyone. But I would be sad, he said. I love the world. I love the people. I love Star Wars fans. I love the passion of how they engage in it. There's nothing like telling a story in this world and then experiencing people truly connecting with it and letting you know that. It's extraordinary. Bro, you made the worst movie of all time.
Yeah.
You killed the franchise.
Single-handedly.
And elsewhere in the article, this was snippets I brought, but in the real total interview, he gushed about how excited still to this day, how proud he is of The Last Jedi and how he really did what he wanted to do with Snoke. And, he did everything he thought he needed to do to carry JJ's story forward. And he was completely happy with what happened. It just went on and on and on. I was like,
He is delusional.
He apparently he's forgotten what he went through.
Well, you only remember the good times.
He really
right?
hasn't. He really has. He hasn't forgotten. He'll never touch a
Good
Star
riddance.
Wars movie again. Yeah.
Yeah, good riddance. I'm glad he's gone, and I hope he never thinks about. So he shouldn't ever want to come back to the franchise based on how the franchise. Like, look, the fans treated him exactly what he deserved to be treated like, but he should never want to come back just based off of that. All right, we clearly don't have. We don't speak this. Why would you want to come back to when the fans absolutely dunked on you, when they blamed you for destroying the franchise? Why would you even want to come back? You know, I would love to come back and like, bruh, come on, man.
All of the people who were tied to the sequel trilogy, I can't even watch the stuff that they do now. The only one that won me over was Oscar Isaac in Dune. He was great. But I can't watch a Daisy Ridley movie. I tried to watch that Cleaner movie where she was a Mary Sue again, where she's taking out a complete elite special forces team, and she's a cleaner at a hotel. She washes the windows, and she's taking them out, dropping them like flies.
Now, I have to say, everything I've seen Adam Driver in, every other role I've seen Adam Driver in, either before Kylo Ren or after, he has killed every one of those roles. And I'm like, oh, forget about Kylo Ren. This guy is really good in a lot of these, depictions of these characters. So I'm still a huge Adam Driver fan. But Star Wars Mom and I watched that Cleaner movie, Coach, and you were. By the time it was over, she and I were like, "Oh my gosh, what just happened?" we did.
Yeah,
we finished the whole thing.
I saw it, and I was just like, "God, what a piece of shit that was."
Yeah, I watched, and you know what I had to do? Bounce.
Yeah.
we made it all the way to the end, Coach, and you made the best decision.
Yeah,
terrible.
And Risman and his mom were like,
"How about it sucked?"
Yeah, 100%. It sure did. And look, the reason I brought that up was me and my oldest daughter, she's 17, we just went all the way through Breaking Bad. She loved it.
Such a great show.
She likes Game of Thrones more, but she loved Breaking Bad. She was 100% invested in it. And when I see that Rian Johnson directed an episode,
the Fly episode.
Oh,
Ozymandias.
Yeah, he directed the episode where Hank dies, Nick. Yeah. Now
he did that one too.
It's a great episode.
It's a great episode. It's a great episode.
Yeah.
But even when I see his name, I'm like, oh,
And I've not tried it yet, but apparently his Poker Face series doesn't suck. So, and there's 2 seasons of that, and maybe he's just better at TV. I don't know.
Well,
I don't know.
Maybe. All right.
Did you know Kevin Feige was executive producer for one of the greatest superhero movies of all time, Spider-Man 2?
No. I didn't.
I did not know that till
Feige. He's been working with like Marvel well before the MCU. Before the MCU. All the I think the X-Men movies he was working on a few of those, and then Spider-Man. Yeah, he has deep roots in Marvel. And he was fine in the first 3 phases. And then we got to phase 4.
Yeah.
So we're talking Tobey Maguire Spider-Man 2?
Yep, Tobey Maguire Spider-Man 2.
Nick coming in with the hot random factoid.
Yeah.
All right. Here, up next, George Lucas. Now, I don't have access to this entire thing, Risman. I just know that George Lucas is going to be making an appearance at Comic-Con with Guillermo del Toro, Doug Chang, and they are being interviewed. I thought this was kind of peculiar by Queen Latifah.
Yeah.
Okay. I was okay. I'm sure it'll be entertaining.
So
I'm going to be there. I'm going to Comic-Con.
Really? Awesome.
Yeah, first time in several years. I haven't been to Comic-Con probably in it's over 10 years for sure.
You're going to have to line up 2 days ahead of time to get into this panel, Derek. You're going to have to be lined up 2 days ahead of time.
Yeah, Star Wars Theory is going to be there. He's going there to try to get in. So again, the premise is all about his museum, of which I think you guys remember. I think he committed $1 billion of his own money, and it's still due, I think, to open in 2026, which is a great.
This is the one in Chicago.
No, it's in LA.
LA.
And where I'm
Oh,
going with
okay.
this is that means by the time Star Wars Celebration has its 50th in 2027, this museum should be open. So I
George
can't
about to
imagine.
make some money again.
I can't imagine
Yeah.
that everyone who goes to Celebration doesn't make a stop at this museum. But this is the first time I think he's been back to Comic-Con since the Star Wars release, and then I think he was just
and
kind
he's
of there.
going because of the museum, right? To talk
Correct.
about
Yeah, that's what he's talking about. But correct me if I'm wrong, guys. Don't expect to walk into George Lucas's museum and see a bunch of Star Wars everywhere. That's not what this is.
Well,
This is more of a broad cultural thing, not just Star Wars,
And the
not just
reason why
movies and sci-fi.
and the reason why he's bringing Doug Chang along, right, is they want to talk not only about his museum, but they want to talk about the evolution of storytelling and movie making and production design and all of this stuff, which is things that you'll see showcased in the museum. I'm a huge Doug Chang fan. I don't know that they'll stream any of this, but somehow maybe DA will be able to take a stream for us, or
I'm gonna
take
try,
a video.
man.
Or
I'm gonna try to
something.
sneak my camera in there and just film a little bit if they let
Because
me.
I'm a huge Doug Chang fan, and anytime he gets a chance to get up there and talk, I just think it's a treasure. So, and George is looking good these days. He's had a couple of appearances here lately where he seemed kind of spry again. So I really hope it's a great experience for folks that are able to see him there.
I think he's been trying to work on his health and stuff, and
it must be working because he's looked pretty good.
Yeah, I want him to get to the 50th, and have a good, reception at Star Wars Celebration in LA.
There's
is he gonna be there?
We don't know. He better be. It's in LA.
How the hell do you not show up for the 50th?
Got to.
He was there in Orlando, right?
You know what might keep him away from it? You know what might keep him away from it? If the rumor is true that all the scuttlebutt about they're working on an original negative and they're going to release the original trilogy in the theaters again. And we know that in the past, George was very opposed to that.
But here's the story about this, I think. If you believe the original reason why he never wanted those first cuts released again was the Marshall Lucas of it all, and the fact that in the divorce settlement and all that, there might have been money that needed to go to her.
Doesn't matter now.
And if what Disney does is a restoration where they go in and clean things up and do things, then they probably cut the Marshall Lucas of it all out of it. You know what I mean? Because it's no longer that exact copy. For all we know, he's all for it now.
Yeah,
I would love to hear him talk about it.
I hope so.
Yeah,
that would be a win for Star Wars. That's about the only thing they can do right now.
I'll be surprised if he even talks Star Wars.
But like at the 50th, if he goes to the 50th, though, that's the only thing that I would even show up for. And I go to celebrations, but like that would be like if he ain't going in, I'm like, I've already been to about like 4 or 5 of these. I'm okay. I don't have to go to another one.
Yeah.
All right.
And see, I would make a trip to go to the celebration and go to his museum, just because it's stateside, it's LA, Disneyland. You know what I mean? There's enough other diversions in the LA Anaheim area for me, where I'm like, okay, if it's accessible enough, and if they put together, to me, the panels and things they put together in Japan were not appealing. Right. If they have an appeal of some kind for the 50th, I think people will go.
Right.
They didn't really have anything in Japan, man. There was nothing to show.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm guessing, Derek, you probably had more fun doing stuff outside of Celebration in Japan. Than
hell yeah.
Celebration.
Everything got kicked off after I left. Then, I'm going to anime stuff. I'm doing all of the theme parks. I'm just rolling through Tokyo and Osaka, having a blast. My son is with me. He's taping stuff for his channel. I was having a blast after Celebration. Celebration was just a nothing burger. It was just, all right. That's why I said, like, unless there's I know they're going to announce, they'll probably have Starfighter, which is the Ryan Gosling. They'll probably do something for that.
Well, Starfighter will... When is Celebration? What month in 2027?
May.
Should be May.
It should be. I think it was May 1st through 4th. I think.
Well, that's when Starfighter releases, right? Starfighter will be in the theaters in 2027.
No, but it's at the end of May, isn't it?
I don't know.
I believe it's at the end of May. So yeah, Celebration will happen before Starfighter.
Okay, so
sure.
just the same month then. Okay.
Yeah, same month, just later on.
A lot of Star Wars in May that year. Interesting.
Yeah.
All right. So look, I got to ask Derek, walking around Japan for as long as he did, were you in the 95th percentile in terms of your height? And did anybody mistake you for Yasuke?
Yo, look, I love going to Japan, but yeah, everybody was way shorter than me. I was standing tall over there, man. I felt like a giant.
Derek felt like Michael Jordan over there.
Yeah, bro, man.
Where's the basketball court?
Right. I mean, there's some, obviously, Japan has some tall folks as well, but I mean, definitely I was in the upper percentile of tall folks. So that was good. And I'm about like 5'10", 5'11". Like, I'm not a tall dude, but yeah, I was definitely up there, when it came to Japanese folks. They're small. April 1st through 4th. Thank you, Legion of Malls. Yeah, so yeah, good month before, more than a month before Starfighter. So yeah, but if George Lucas ain't going, honestly, there's nothing else that would draw me to that. Like, I went there because my son was, hey, Dad, let's go to Japan. And I'm like, all right, let's make a trip of it. And I'll go to Celebration and, we'll see what they have during Celebration. Right. Other than that, man, there's really no reason to go to Celebration.
Well, you're right. You're local, right? I mean, you could just bop over there if you wanted to for a day.
True.
The man is flying across country to go to a little fan convention in Tennessee with us.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean?
You know what? He'll have a better time at that convention.
He sure will.
I would have it, man.
Because he knows I'm going to take him to Waffle House.
It's in Nashville again, right?
Yes.
It's at the Embassy Suites instead of the Sheridan.
Yeah, it's in Murfreesboro. It's the south part of Nashville.
And yeah, I can't wait to get back on the podcast stage with you guys. It's going to be a lot of fun.
I did check that box, by the way, and when I put in I'm sure we all did, but
yeah.
Yep.
Very good. Very good. Graph Webb, the most consistent man on YouTube. # cancel Disney Plus. That came in at the perfect time, Graph Webb. Thank you so much, brother. We appreciate you.
Hail, Graph Webb.
Hail, Graph Webb. All right, moving right along. It has taken years. Hollywood has finally figured it out. The entertainment industry has finally figured it out. You guys will be very pleased, especially Nick. We're finally getting a live action for the very first time adaptation. It's coming to a local theater near you, My Little Pony.
Is this really one of our topics tonight?
Yeah, I put it in for you, Nick.
Oh my God.
And that's about all we have to say about it.
No. I will not be seeing that day one. I care nothing about My Little Pony.
That one gets a 0 out of 10 by default.
That one gets a 0 out of 10 for content for our live stream tonight.
Oh my goodness.
The shortest topic on record.
The shortest topic of all time. Thank you for bearing with us through that one. Come on, chat. Give Nick the nudge. He might want to go watch that. Teletubbies Pets.
Yeah.
Thank you guys. Thank you.
Oh, it was totally worth it. Totally worth it.
When I saw that in there, I was like, oh my goodness.
It was so worth it. It was so
And I read the freaking thing. I read the dang thing.
Wow.
That's all we have to say about it. Look, Matt Cave.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to have to go to the theater with my daughter to that.
Man.
Matt Cave, we expect an out of the theater reaction.
Nick, we should honestly we should all react to the trailer when it drops. We really should. That could be really good.
That would be funny.
That would get some views, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Not to be outdone by the Smurfs movie that's opening this weekend.
Right,
That's like a
right.
22% audience rating.
All right. So moving right along, Nick will have nothing to add here, but we now know a little bit more about the upcoming HBO Harry Potter series. Now, one thing that I think might be a little interesting, if the show is good, there are 7 Harry Potter books, and they are treating each season as one of the books. So season 1, it will be the very first Harry Potter book, and in season 2, second book. I thought that was a good way to do this series. I don't know if it's going to be any good at all. It says Harry Potter First Look. The new boy wizard debuts as HBO series begins filming. Sets 2027 release date. I don't remember this kid's name. It's fine. They've gotten all kinds of casting announcements. I have not seen a casting for He Who Cannot Be Named.
So on that, they spoke to it. So Hagrid is Nick Frost, and that's in the other article. They mentioned Voldemort has been cast, and they're keeping it a secret. They're keeping it a secret very specifically. Like that. And apparently he has a role to play early in the series. So it's not like they're saving him for the very end. The other interesting thing I read is they're filming the first and second seasons back to back, and they're building a school at wherever, I guess it's at Pinewood or wherever, but they're building a school for these kids to attend for the next 10 years as they expect to be engaged on filming.
And this. How much is the city?
Like $1 billion. They're spending like $1 billion.
DA, did you know that? They spent over $1 billion on a city that they've constructed.
Oh, yeah. I've been covering this. Yeah, I've been talking about this. This is going to, in my opinion, be a giant waste of money due to one casting, which is Snape.
Yeah.
They have destroyed this entire project. Everything that they're talking about, everything that we've seen so far. This kid right here looks pretty solid as Harry Potter. Okay. Sure. And look, this is coming from a Harry Potter fan. All right. Mm-hmm. I'm a Harry Potter fan. I enjoyed the series. I love talking Harry Potter with people. This thing is DOA because they decided to cast Papa Esiadu as Snape. And Harry Potter fans across the globe have abjectly rejected that. They're saying, no, thank you. No, thank you. So they spent a ton of money. They got, I think they got kennels for all the animals that they plan on using. They built the school, they built the town. They're going all in. This is what's the name? John Hammond. Spared no expense. All right, they're sparing no expense on this entire thing, and they're going to lose all kinds of money. All kinds of money, man. Because I don't think people are going to really watch this, like they think they are. That's my opinion.
And it's on the Snape of it all. It's so sad because Papa is a great actor. This is no reflection on his prowess and command of acting as a skill, right? Yeah. This is just a total bit of business right around it being so anti how the character is described in the source material. And I'm with you, DA. I hate that the dialogue is around that because everything else I've seen, and HBO knows how to do this kind of stuff from a prestige television perspective. Right. Everything else seems to be top notch, and then there's that one thing that commands almost all of discussion around this. It's just a shame.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Just cast appropriately. That's all you got to do, and let the rest take care of itself. They said they were going to be more honest and authentic to the books, and then but we're gonna have a black guy play Snape. It's like what? Come on, guys! That's crazy. That is absolutely crazy. And the worst part about it, like Risman said, is that Papa Esiadu is not a bad actor. He's not a bad actor at all. So his entire career, you think about, hey, I'm getting the chance of a lifetime to play a role like this. That was held by Alan Rickman, one of the great actors, prior to, amazing actor. And I'm getting the opportunity to step into that role. It should be the role of a lifetime. But now he's just going to be known as Black Snape. And then all the jokes and everything that's going to come behind that. I mean, honestly, if I was him, I would just say, you know what? I think I'm going to back out of this one. I don't know if I want to take this role anymore. And I would back out and just let somebody else do it.
You can probably fill me in here. I've never read the Harry Potter books. I've watched the movies a few times over. Uh-huh. My daughter and my wife have read all the books. I haven't asked them. But do you guys feel that the outrage is justified with the Snape casting?
Absolutely.
All right. Now I'm completely ignorant on this whole thing. But here's my take. Every time I see a race swap, it doesn't bother me. If it's germane to the character, like our friend Brogu has said in chat before, then I get that. Snow White should be white because that's germane to her character. She's written as a pale white person, and then they changed it, and we know why. And that movie was awful. But for instance, go back to the 1980s. If you remember who Edward Woodward was, he played a character named Robert McCall in a series called The Equalizer. Denzel Washington comes out with 3 movies, and they're 5 out of 5 gold stars for me. Didn't bother me an inch that Denzel Washington played that character. So tell me, I guess I'm asking y'all, what is it about Snape that should make me against this series? Like, what am I missing?
Well,
I mean,
situationally, things happen to Snape in the stories, including getting strung up in a tree and getting bullied and
getting strung up in the tree by Harry Potter's dad.
Yes,
Harry Potter's dad.
I had no
Sirius
idea.
Black. Yeah. He gets. Well, it's not strung up in the tree. He gets hung upside down. Basically, it's going to be looked upon as magical lynching. So if you can imagine that, they're hanging this black guy upside down. Why? Because he has the hots for Lily Potter, or Lily Evans at that point, who is Harry Potter's mother. So Snape has this love. He's in love with this. Just thinking about it just makes me crack up, man. He's in love with Lily, a white lady, and he's getting hung upside down by James Potter and Sirius Black, and they're bullying him and all of this stuff, and and he's black. He's
Tony's on that right there. They're turning them into racists.
They're literally turning them into racists.
Yeah.
When before it had nothing to do with race. It had everything
I had
to do with
no idea about any of that.
Yeah.
So my concern.
Well, let me say this part. All the kids have a major problem. They hate Snape. All right. All of these kids hate Snape. Neville Longbottom's, what's his name? The Bogart is Snape. He's scared of Snape, the black teacher. Like, that's how this is going to come out. You can see how all of this is going to play out. He's scared of the black teacher. It's wild. Harry Potter, Hermione, everybody, they're very distrustful of Snape. They think Snape's a bad guy. And it's like, all of this is going to have such a racial undertone to it. It's just going to be ridiculous.
Your father was a white supremacist.
So my speculation / concern here is, because they have also said they intend to cover different things in different parts of the story within the retelling of the stuff on HBO. Are they just not going to tell this part of the story again? Are they going to change the story? Because I can guarantee you all of the things we just named as problematic will not appear in this series. So it means then either they're changing the story, or they're just not going to focus on it somehow, skirt around it, and you know what I mean? Because they're just
and
not
now
to go
look,
there.
Richmond. Now you're not being authentic to the books, which is the entire point of doing the series. The only reason to do the series. Look, we still like people. Some people were like, we don't even need this. We still have Daniel Radcliffe and all of these other guys. Like that's who Harry Potter is still kind of fresh on everybody's minds. So it's like, why do we even need a reboot TV series in the first place? We got the movies. We don't really need this. And so they're doing it saying, no, we're going to be more authentic. We're going to really stick to the story, because there's a lot that's left out from the books to the movies. There's a lot of stuff that's left out. And so they're going to do a better, faithful adaptation of it. It's like, okay, if you're going to be faithful, go ahead. And then the first thing they do, oh, yeah, by the way, we're going to have a black Snape. It's like,
I don't really have much to add to this conversation, but I will say this. The Harry Potter ride at Universal in Orlando was freaking awesome.
Hagrid's. You liked Hagrid's.
Yeah, my wife and kids love that place. So, all right. I don't know what this doesn't have anything to do with the story, but kind of does. The very last Harry Potter film, whatever it was called, Deathly Hallows Part 2 or whatever, we went to opening night of that, and we were on it's back when I was coaching basketball. I was at a coach's clinic. My wife went with me. Well, that night, we just went out to dinner and we went to Harry Potter. So big stadium seating. We're in Montgomery, Alabama, Nick, and it's packed out. And there's like one seat left. And a black man comes walking in, and he's walking down there at the bottom, and he's walking to the last seat, and he stops dead in his tracks, and he looks up at all of the audience where we're sitting, and he says, I know, random black man appearance. And everybody just bust out laughing. And then that is when it occurred to me, he was the only black man in the entire theater. Like it was.
And this was in Montgomery, Alabama?
In Montgomery, yeah.
Wow.
It was the funniest thing, man. Like anyways, is that related? Not really, but I just wanted to share it. It was really a funny moment. Okay. So up next, speaking of these kind of things with casting, the Legend of Zelda live action film now has its stars, and it's not who the report was for a few weeks ago or a month ago or so. With Link. Link was going to be, or Zelda. I can't remember who was going to be a particular type of casting. That apparently has not happened with these two roles. But anyways,
or something.
And let's just be clear, so we were crystal clear. Link is on the left, and
Yes.
Zelda is on the right. Let's just be.
Link is the guy in the video game.
we'll see what
Zelda
happens
is
there.
the girl.
And all kidding aside, right? I think people have looked back at the genesis of that original rumor about the transactor. I guess it's a transactress, excuse me. The transactress being the casting. And it seems like it was put out there as a wish kind of created by their PR company, right? It was never legitimate. And I think we even covered it at the time, right? Like, don't get a concern yet.
Yes.
We don't think this is legitimate. But it got, you know what happens now? It gets onto Twitter.
Everything gets echoed.
See it.
And
it's true.
And a rumor becomes a fact before it's a fact.
Because
it's sort of
people
like
cover it.
Disney selling Star Wars to Netflix, or
Yeah, which
Netflix
is
bought
never
Star
gonna
Wars.
Never going to happen.
Yeah,
There's
and then,
been so much of that.
Daniel RPK, I think Daniel RPK picked it up, and
That's right.
he started saying, in talks.
Yeah.
And listen, I knew from day one that was nothing but a rumor, because Nintendo would never do that.
Miyamoto would never come
Nintendo
out and say, Miyamoto here. look who it is. It's never
Exactly.
gonna happen.
No way in the world does
They're not into
Nintendo-
that Western woke crap.
Hell no, that's it. They're very protective of their properties. All right. You remember what happened after the Bob Hoskins Super Mario Brothers movie? All right. They said, oh, no more. That was a disaster. And so they said, we're going to keep this very close to the vest. We're going to gatekeep all of our franchises. We're not letting anybody touch them. And then we got Super Mario Brothers, animated, and it was great, and it took off, and it said, okay, now let's go and do Zelda. But Nintendo is very, very protective of their franchises. Other studios in Hollywood will have no problem woken up all of their franchises and destroying them and sending them to the bottom of the ocean.
For a paycheck.
Yeah.
Kathleen Kennedy, right?
Yeah.
I have no problem dropping all kind of woke now. Acolyte, sure, yeah. Lesbian space witches, yeah, go for it, have fun. But yeah, Nintendo's not doing that crap. All right, Nintendo's smarter than that. So they were going to hold. Look, Legend of Zelda. Can you imagine if there's anything in Legend of Zelda that's remotely controversial?
No.
Like casting a trans actor to play Zelda?
So they did have some gay characters in Breath of the Wild.
I missed that.
They did. Did
they really?
He got
that
married.
went over my head.
The guy that builds the houses.
I missed that.
You could buy a house for a certain amount of rupees in Breath of the Wild.
Okay.
And he's wearing like a pink outfit. He's the builder, and there he is with his boyfriend, and he like invites you to his wedding. Like, so
I don't remember that at all.
it's a tiny fraction of the entire game, the scope of the entire game.
Yeah,
That's
they put that stuff in there probably to appease those people. Like, hey, look, we did this, but it's so small and insignificant. Sort of like in Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, there was a scene with the Mary Sue black girl, and she was like the greatest chocobo rider and all this stuff. And I'm just like, what is going on here? This was never part of the original storyline. These characters never existed. They literally just threw it in there, just to appease that side. And they got called out for it too. So I'll be curious if they put it in this third title or not.
So Nick, speaking of which, you should be very happy to know that the actress who's been cast as Zelda was in Kingsglaive, the Final Fantasy 15 Kingsglaive. Was it called Kingsglaive?
Oh my
Some
gosh.
Final Fantasy.
Oh, really?
Cares?
I never played 15.
She was it. She has a role in that. So there you go. There's your Final Fantasy crossover with the Zelda movie.
I might be wrong about that one little technicality, but I'm right about everything I said besides that.
Wow.
So you get the point.
Okay.
Well, real estate agent, sometimes that's the way it is, Coach. You never know.
I should have asked Donna. She's played Breath of the Wild like 18
10 times.
bajillion times.
Yeah.
100%ed it.
I still
So,
haven't
she
seen
would
the
know.
game.
Yep.
Yeah, I
All
played it, and I don't remember that, but yeah, I trust you.
You
on
may
that
not
one,
have
Doc.
bought a house from them.
That
Yeah.
could be.
You didn't have to. It
Yeah.
wouldn't. It was a side quest. You buy the house.
Yeah, okay.
You
yeah.
upgrade it
Yeah,
in stages.
I try to
and-
complete the game, and I'm not
Yeah.
worried about the side quests. I'm just trying
Yeah.
to. I'm trying to speed run.
That's
Yeah.
all right.
There
She
you go.
says Link's a cross-dresser, so it all evens out.
he did do
Coach.
that.
It's all
He had to go in as a disguise.
But if
Cloud
you're bringing
did as
something
well
to the
in
mainstream,
FF7.
if you're bringing something to the mainstream, man, you gotta look. You gotta avoid all of that stuff. That stuff is toxic right now in Hollywood. Anything that's even smells like wokeness. It's like, nah, don't do it. Don't do it. You're gonna destroy any opportunity you have to make money, especially if you're talking to parents and kids.
Yep.
You know it's bad, Da. Me, Coach, and Nick were on a call earlier, and the article come out about Basic Instinct getting a reboot, getting a new Basic Instinct,
Okay.
and the original 80-year-old writer, they're paying him $4 million to come back and write it, and he says, "Don't worry, it's going to be anti-woke," and this is in the headline of the article. It says
Wow.
he's coming back to write it, and it's going to be anti-woke. This is how
Good on him. Good on him.
They know. They know what's up. I love it. Good.
Thank you, Draconis, for gifting one EBN membership, and
Hell.
whoever received that
Obi-Wan
membership, Peak Obi-Wan, welcome to the EBN member family, man. We appreciate it. And Draconis actually just sent in another
Georgia
gifted
girl
membership. So two. The Georgia girl. Awesome. Well, that is
Yeah.
awesome. Thank you guys so much. Welcome aboard. We got a little member video we're going to play, and then we're going to come right back and do this next topic.
Welcome to the party, pal.
All right. Naked
I love that
Gun
movie.
coming out. It's been confirmed. It's an 85-minute film. Sounds terrible, but as the article explains, the first two movies in the series with Leslie Nielsen were also 85 minutes, and the third one was like 89 minutes. So these movies are fast. They talk about how this is the kind of show or movie rather that you don't want to make this too long. It's got to be quick. It's got to hit its funny points and then get you out of there. And I think that's wise. I'm perfectly fine with a funny 85-minute long joyride with Liam Neeson as Frank Drebin. What do you guys think?
Were they clear on the 85-minute? Dan Grissom brought up a good point. Is that 10 minutes of
No, they were
credit?
not. So yeah, they talk about
in the opening.
Yeah, they talk about that in the article. There's in the past there was like a 5-minute long opening where they're getting in a lot of their comedic elements there. They anticipate that being part of it as well, and the credits. So
Okay.
85 minutes long.
And people have seen this now. There are actual reviews. Well, they're the usual early access reviews, but it has screened now because this movie comes out August the 1st, by the way. This movie is releasing imminently.
It's right around the corner.
And maybe even be if
Nice.
we do one of these, sometimes they do the secret movies. If they do a secret movie between now and then, it wouldn't surprise me if it's this. But people have seen it, and they say it's everything a Naked Gun movie should be. It's stupid funny from start to finish. It never lets up, and 80 minutes goes by or whatever, and you're like, that was just enough, and off you go. So again, take it for a grain of salt, because all these people who see it at the beginning, they always say the same thing. But in this particular case, I think for those of us who came up with these kinds of movies, and with this specifically, I think we're going to be as entertained as we ever were. And people, of course, are saying that Liam Neeson does a very good job capturing the Leslie Nielsen of it all. No one could ever be as good as Leslie Nielsen. Let's just get that out there to begin with. But it looks like this movie will deliver on the stupidity you're expecting it to. And I mean that in all the good ways you would expect for a Naked Gun movie.
This is one of those movies I would have originally said it does not need a reboot. Leave it alone. The originals are fine. There's nothing wrong. They're still funny. They still hold up today, I would say. But the marketing for this film has been genius. Yes. Everything I have seen is hilarious. Everything. So it's a must watch. Unfortunately, my wife would never in a million years go see this movie with me.
Oh, no.
I'll be going solo for this one.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait on reviews, and I might catch it on digital. I don't know if I'll go to the theater to see.
I mean, I won't be there August the 1st, but on the AMC thing, I mean, I've already paid for it.
Oh
right?
yeah.
So, I mean, I'll certainly be there opening weekend for this one. That's without question.
Yeah. Yeah. No, the trailers have looked great. I love the fact that they're nailing the runtime, 85 minutes, exactly what the original was. So perfect. Yeah, you don't need to overstay your welcome with the Naked Gun either. All right, you have some fun, you throw some jokes. It's a gag movie. It's about gags. You know, I don't know how long you can run that. Like it should be under 90 minutes, all of them. You know, any kind of gag movie, scary movie. I don't think the scary movies were that long either. The ones the Wayans, all these spoof movies. That's the right temperature and the right length of time for those. So yeah, I'm
Happy Gilmore 2.
And I think Happy Gilmore 2 is coming out to streaming, isn't it? Isn't that a streaming?
Yeah,
Netflix.
Yeah, Netflix.
Yeah.
I'm not even really looking forward to that.
I mean, there's no Bob Barker. Let him rest. I mean, I'm kind of like, okay, well, it's on Netflix. I'll watch it.
Yeah, same.
I'll give it a try. I'm not the biggest fan of comedy, so it's not easy for me. All right.
Which is funny that you're going to go see the Naked Gun.
So I liked those original movies. Those are some that I actually enjoyed, but there are not many.
Yeah.
There just aren't. All right. Fantastic Four, first steps, runtime officially revealed, and then there are some leaks that are out. And we'll read those if you do not want a spoiler for the movie. These are very vague and generalized spoilers. I don't think you're going to be very disappointed in finding out something that's, a really important plot point to the film. Like, I think you already could kind of expect these things, but the movie, it's looking at 114 minutes.
Short. It's a short movie.
PG-13, so just under 2 hours.
That's the same runtime for Happy Gilmore 2, actually, because I just looked it up.
Yep. And the article talks about how a lot of these superhero movies, they're trying to make it around a 2-hour movie. So they're saying that's kind of the sweet spot for that genre. But then you get these leaks here. A man's body is violently stretched, so we could guess who that is, in order to cause pain, although the context is supernatural. During fantastical fight sequences, opponents punch others and fire blasts of energy and beams of fire. People are chased and attacked by powerful enemies, including when a pregnant woman is pursued by a villain seeking her unborn child as she goes into labor. A fantastical being threatens to bring about an apocalypse. There is use of mild bad language, bullshit, as well as use of other milder terms such as Jesus, God, and hell. There are occasional references to sex, including when a woman suggests how she became pregnant. A man's face has bloody cuts in the aftermath of violence. So no, there is very brief comic buttock nudity. There There are references to the deaths of loved ones. However, such remarks are brief and do not feature strong detail. References are also made to a couple struggling to conceive a child. So there it is, Fantastic Four in a nutshell. Ladies and gentlemen, what do you think?
Oh, one of the things.
DOA.
And speaking of which, three trailers that are supposed to come before Fantastic Four. Of course, one of them we can watch in a minute because it's Tron Ares. I guess they were cheeky about that, and they said, "Freak this," and they just put it out. But the other one is Predator: Badlands, and then the new Avatar movie. These three trailers are rumored to run before Fantastic Four. Personally, I think everything they keep putting all these clips out, and I think the clips in their sum total are better than any of the trailers they've put out, quite frankly. And it would not surprise me a bit if Fantastic Four ends up doing better than Superman in the box office. I think neither one of these movies will do as good as Jurassic World. It's already, I think, at over $700 million worldwide.
Already?
I think so. I think Superman will struggle to get to 500, 550. I think Fantastic Four will do better internationally than Superman. How it does domestically remains to be seen. But again, I think we're in for another $500, $600 million outing here. So there you go. I'm no more excited to see it than I was before I saw the first trailer, or before I saw the first clip personally. I hope it's a fun movie. Like I said, Galactus looks cool. If I had one thing to call out, Galactus does look cool.
The $80 Galactus popcorn bucket looked cool too.
And they put it up for pre-order. They put it up for pre-order on their website.
But that's crazy.
Ain't no way I'm paying $85 for a popcorn bucket. I don't care.
No.
There's just no way in hell I would pay that. I just got two words for Fantastic Four, and that's Pedro Pascal.
Yep.
The most overexposed actor and that's your Reed Richards. That's your Mr. Fantastic, all right?
Yes.
The smartest man in the universe. If you go back and you read Fantastic Four comics, Reed Richards is, for lack of a better word, a Chad. All right, just a smart Chad. That's who he is. And Pedro Pascal is anything but that.
Yeah, he's a freaking little fairy boy.
Oh my God.
Just to make matters worse, and I think Jurassic Park's approaching 600 million worldwide.
Yeah, 548 million worldwide right now.
It'll cross 7. It'll cross 7 though.
The worst thing about I'm with you guys, by the way, on Pedro Pascal fatigue, but poor Matt Shackman was in an interview, and in the course of the interview, he's talking about the character of Reed Richards. And he's like, "Oh, it was so exciting to write for Reed Richards. You know, he goes from just a husband and a family to a father to all these things." And then he's like, and then he goes to the leader of the Avengers. And I'm like, huh? So now, given what he's saying, it's completely possible that when we get to Avengers Doomsday and Avengers Secret Wars, it's not the new Avengers people that lead in the lead. It's not fake Captain America. Now it's possible it's Pedro Pascal as Reed Richards leading the Avengers in these movies.
He has to.
Yeah.
He has to. The villain in the next Avengers movie is Dr. Doom.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's the Fantastic Four's villain. So of course, who else could it be? Well, maybe it'll be Sue Storm, because they've said Sue Storm is actually the leader of the team.
It sounds like it, and I think that's the rumored post-credits scene, right? Is supposed to be Dr. Doom. And again, Matt Shackman was I don't think he thought, maybe on your point, DA, he didn't think anything of it because it's Doom, and you're right, X-Men and Doom go together. But just when you think you're getting, and I joked earlier, I was like, well, he's probably going to be Voldemort too. Why not? Right? That's probably why it's going to be just Pedro Pascal again.
Oh my God. It probably is.
So we got a lot of him coming yet in these Marvel properties. So gosh,
you mentioned it going head to head against Fantastic Four versus Jurassic Park or whatever it's called.
Jurassic World Rebirth,
Universe,
Superman.
Yeah, Superman. But the three words that they better keep in mind and be watching is My Little Pony.
Yeah.
we got a while. For
yeah.
that. Well, it's certainly going to beat the Smurfs. I can tell you that much. I don't think
Yeah.
the Smurfs. I don't think it has nothing to worry about if the Smurfs be in the theater at the same time.
I find it hard to believe. I don't think that this Fantastic Four. I'll be surprised if this Fantastic Four movie
See, Brogu.
crosses 550. I just so many people are out on Marvel and their garbage nonsense and Pedro Pascal. And if the rumors are true, which if anybody in chat doesn't want to hear the potential spoiler on the rumor, just mute for about 5 seconds and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. But if the rumor's true that they end up having their world destroyed and then they're brought into the current MCU and then we're doing the multiverse thing and that's how they end up in the current MCU because their world gets destroyed and then he's the leader of the Avengers. Like, bro, you already let your world get destroyed and it's over there, his and Sue Storm's baby. Like, that's retarded.
Well, we already, I mean, for those of us who saw Thunderbolts in their post-credit scene, we already saw the Fantastic Four rocket ship coming in and being tracked by the new Avengers. Right.
Yeah.
So whatever
apparently that's happens after the Fantastic Four movie.
Correct. Correct. So whatever the sequence of events is, this isn't a spoiler. Again, we're sure that somehow they end up all together, and I would have to believe it's because they are not successful in stopping. Maybe they stopped Galactus enough to get away.
The last trailer made it definitely appear that way, that they're losing.
Yeah,
they're going to lose.
And I don't think it's this sounds weird, right? But I don't think it's a problem if they lose against Galactus. And I think that sets them up for wanting to make sure the same thing doesn't happen again. Yada yada yada. I don't know on how it's going to do. Does this movie get diehard X-Men, fans to come out and watch? Or Fantastic Four fans to come out and watch? Yeah, I got X-Men on my mind.
Well, there's a lot of X-Men in the Doomsday that might go and watch Doomsday.
No, but I mean for Fantastic Four, that's the real linchpin to will it do well? It's Fantastic Four, I'm going to go and see that? I don't think so.
Nah, the way that this movie has been marketed has just been terrible. It's like you said, Rissman, it's all clips. The clips look better, but now the clips have pretty much told you what the story is going to be. And it's like, okay, I can wait 60 days, 90 days and watch it on Disney Plus. I don't have to rush out to the theaters and spend $25 on the ticket. Why? If you got Disney Plus, you're probably just, I'll just wait. It'll be on Disney Plus.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah. So speaking of, you made me do it. This is your fault.
Coach has it.
Where is it?
Oh, yeah, and you can't forget Girl Boss Silver Surfer. Well, Coach is looking that up in Fantastic Four.
I'm just happy. I'm just happy to see that.
I always thought that was a cartoon. I didn't know it was like a live action.
No, it's live
show.
Action. That's on Disney Plus. I'm just happy to see Johnny chasing after Silver Surfer. Right? I'm happy to see that some of the things that they acted like might not happen seems to be happening in the clips, which is weird. So again, do you have to see it in the theater? Maybe not. We'll see how many people do go in and do that.
I mean, based on the last couple of Marvel movies, Captain America, Brave New World only brought in like $415 million. Thunderbolts brought in less than that. It just seems like Marvel's just slowly dying.
Who does Thunderbolts appeal to?
And a lot of people seem to like the Thunderbolts movie.
The movie was good. The movie was good.
Coach saw it.
So the thing, this is going to piss some people off in chat, I'm sure. Some of y'all may disagree. You take a character like Spider-Man and Batman, those characters appeal to every generation. Fantastic Four, in my opinion, appeals to a generation that's one generation before all of us. Little older than us.
Yeah.
They kind of phased out when we were coming around.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gary, Nerdrotic, DC, all those guys.
And I
they're
get
all
it,
big,
but
huge.
that's a very small demographic to appeal to.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
And I liked the original Fantastic Four film with Jessica Alba in it.
Oh,
with,
yeah.
and the
It was not a good movie.
No, it wasn't. But I was fine with it. And then the
Exactly.
second one,
I didn't hate it
with Silver Surfer. I was fine with it also. But yeah, they weren't great Fantastic Four movies at all. But I mean, for me not being a diehard Fantastic Four fan and know much about the lore and stuff, I was fine with those. But this movie, I have no interest. Like, I'll end up watching it to like review it and stuff. But
did y'all see the clip of the lady that plays Sue Storm go in to kiss Pedro Pascal and he backed away from her twice?
Yeah,
Really?
she's
live
not the
on
right,
stage.
She's not the right gender for him.
Yep, he
She
looked
needs
like
a
Floyd
D.
Mayweather, man. Like he said, missed.
Completely unrelated. If you want to see a really good movie that just came out streaming for free on a platform, go over to HBO Max and see the movie called Sinners. Sinners is out now on HBO Max. One of the best.
I've heard
one of the
people like that too.
amazing, really, really amazing. Highly recommend.
Did you see that one,
Sinners.
Derek?
Yeah, it's good. It's
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
I think some of the conversation around it makes it sound like it's better than it is. It's a good movie. It's not like, oh my God, it's the greatest thing. It's not that. It's a good movie. It's a solid movie, but it's nothing like you gotta, go tell everybody to go run out and see it. It's fine. It's dusk till dawn. That's all I say. It's dusk till dawn.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
I think you'll be pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, and nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. But I don't think it's this like, oh my God, what a great movie. It's a good movie.
All right. Well, up next, I don't know how many people still care. I know some people really do. This is a series that was really hot for a while. My children were all into it, especially my oldest daughter.
Mako Mermaids?
But so much time has passed.
The Summer I Feel Pretty.
I cannot remember anything about where we left off. And of course, I'm talking about Stranger Things season 5.
Oh, yeah.
There.
I did watch the trailer for this. Yeah.
I did too. And I'm like, those actors probably feel dumb riding a bike on camera.
They're in their
because
20s now.
They've
Coach.
been driving for
Yeah.
15 years now.
They're like
Yeah.
23, 24. They have kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
They've been paying taxes for a minute.
Yeah.
And they're I still got to be 15, the story, like, I don't know, man, so much time has passed. This is a franchise that has just dwindled to me. Nobody talks about it now.
I don't care.
No.
And it was hot. It was super hot. They're releasing the final season in 3 different iterations, late November, mid-December, and then the end of December. So you're going to have to wait a month to get to part 2, and then part 3 is coming 2 weeks later after part 2.
It's Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's Eve. Wow,
Yep.
There's a strategy for you. That sounds great.
They did the same thing with Cobra Kai.
I could not remember how long ago it was. 3 years ago.
3 years.
3
Wow.
years. Dang. See, it's going to be like that when the next season of One Piece comes out. But that was just one season.
We can do that. We can do
So I think that'll be fine. This had 4 seasons, and then we have to wait 3 years. Like, so many people have like moved on to other stuff. Like they waited too long to put this 5th season together. But of course, there was the whole Koof beer bug crap going on and all that sort of crap, So, but I like the series. The last season was probably my least favorite out of all of them, but I was still okay with it. It was just my least favorite out of all of them. The first season is definitely the best season. Same thing with Cobra Kai for me. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna watch it and see how it all ends. But I hope that they start off with episode 1 doing a recap of everything that you need to remember, because
Netflix will release a video.
Yeah, so many people have forgotten so much about what happened. Hey,
Nick, you're gonna have to go back and watch all 4 seasons.
I don't think a recap's going to help me.
Well,
You
and
got to
this
go
is
back
just-
and watch them, man. That's Netflix would be smart to make everybody go back and watch all 4 of them episodes again, man. Get that
Frick
viewership
that.
going.
And this is just it. Not only did I not remember exactly where we left off, but if you watch the trailer, which I thought was a pretty good trailer, the trailer doesn't help you understand what the heck's going on either.
Yeah.
You can make
Gotta go back and
from
watch.
the trailer. And
Yep.
it's like, what?
Yep.
So,
All right. Well, moving right along, we have the teaser trailer that dropped yesterday featuring Karl Urban as Johnny Cage. Uncaged Fury is what they're calling it. I have not seen this, so I have
This
no
is
idea
funny.
what I'm about to see.
you'll like this. You'll like
Yeah, this is
So Johnny Cage, iconic Mortal Kombat character, Karl Urban. Let's see what this is all about. It's a minute long. Here we
I
go.
love it. That was awesome.
That is
and the trailer
hilarious.
is every bit as enjoyable. That we'll do the trailer next. The trailer is that was just funny, right? And he has a
Yeah.
couple of lines in the trailer. I'm like, yep.
So that's just funny, but the next trailer, this is the good stuff, is what I'm hearing.
And by the way, I should have prefaced this. There are a couple more for anybody's ears who are going to fall off. There are a couple more F words. There are a couple more F words in the
Oh,
trailer.
we're fine.
R band. Yeah.
Oh,
Trailers.
no.
Red band. Red band trailers. Love them.
Yep. Here we go. Official Mortal Kombat 2 trailer. I'll be the judge of this. Here we go.
He's like, man, hell no.
That's hilarious, dude. Good. That looks
I mean,
That
better
looks
than the
like
first
fun,
movie.
man. Look, I'm gonna
Yeah.
have fun with this one, man. This
Yeah,
is a
it-
fun movie. Look, I didn't like the. Did you guys like the first one? I did not like. The
I
first
loved
one.
it in '94, but it does not hold up well.
Yeah.
No. I'm talking about the first one in this
Oh.
series because this is Mortal
No.
Kombat 2.
It was
I didn't
very
like it.
mid to me.
Yeah. I feel
Very
like they
mid.
should have started with this. They should have
Yeah.
started with the tournament. That's
Yeah.
to me. I love the tournament aspect. The first one, great. All right, the original, fantastic. This is where they should have started. But I'm
Yeah.
okay now. We're here. Cool. We'll see what they got. But yeah, I like it. I know it's probably going to be really. It's going to be really fun. It's going to be corny in a lot of spots. The acting is probably just like whatever. People are phoning in their performances just to have a good time. Like, okay, cool. As long as they give me some good fights. As long as they give me some good fights, I'm all in.
You know what's funny about this is this guy right here in chat, I used to play Mortal Kombat with on his Sega, Mortal Kombat and Mortal Kombat 2 when they were new.
Nice.
So we're talking like 92, 93.
Yeah.
And when Mortal Kombat 2 came out, he used to wear me out with Barada.
Yeah. I wore you out with smoke.
That wasn't Mortal Kombat 1 or 2. You stop.
I use Sub-Zero.
Yeah, that was the
Sub-Zero
second
my
one.
character every time. I only use
Smoke is
Sub-Zero.
in. Oh, you have to use the code. like,
Yeah, you used
to
the
unlock
code.
him.
Yeah.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
did. You were good at Mortal Kombat. You
Yeah.
were good.
Listen,
like-
I thought
Go
they
ahead.
did a great job with the trailer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And again, some people have been saying, and I get it,
I agree with that.
about Karl
Yeah.
Urban.
It's
Karl-
weird seeing Mortal Kombat through the eyes of Johnny Cage.
Well, and they've been also saying, is Karl Urban, quote unquote, properly cast or whatever? Maybe I'm just such a huge fan of his. I don't care. You know what I mean? But
You can hear his accent.
yeah, that's true. I mean,
That's the
listen,
only problem I got with him. Other than that, he's fine. But yeah, you could kind of hear the accent just leaking through. It's like, yo, Carl, work on your American accent a little bit more than that.
Yeah.
But other than that, I thought he was fine, man. I think he's going to do a great job. And he's a
Oh,
good
My other
headliner.
problem is when I see him now, I think The Boys, right? And because he
Yeah,
has a
yeah,
very
yeah,
particular
yeah,
character in The Boys, so I have to
Yeah.
kind of be like, all right, it's not The Boys, it's not Carl's boy. You know what I mean? It's not him
Right.
there. That's the other part about it. But I thought the trailer looked like a lot of fun too.
So we have to answer
like
this
it.
question. Mortal Kombat 1. Who is your go-to character?
Sub-Zero.
Ooh, I would have said
Yeah.
Sub-Zero probably too.
Liu Kang was mine.
Yeah, Sub-Zero for me. My number
Can,
two
can you
was
can you still remember his fatality?
Hell no.
I remember Liu Kang's because it was so easy. Block and you do little circles,
Oh, yeah.
and he does wah cartwheel uppercut. You know,
Yeah. My go-to in 2 and 3 was Smoke.
what about Mortal Kombat 2, guys?
I don't remember.
It was always Sub-Zero. I think I might have used Raiden at a couple of points, maybe, but yeah, it was always Sub-Zero for me.
I think I just played Sub-Zero because I thought it was the easiest.
He was the easiest one to use.
Yeah,
Scorpion's pretty dang easy.
Yeah, Scorpion's pretty easy. Yeah.
So you get more with Street Fighter. Like Street Fighter, you got more different like styles and everything. Everybody chose a different dude all the time, But yeah, it was Sub-Zero all day long.
Yeah, Katana. I was really good with her too.
I liked Melina.
Katana. I could freaking smoke people with.
I still remember all of Melina's moves, and I can still remember Liu Kang's fatality for Mortal Kombat 2.
Oh, shit.
Block, down, forward, back, high kick, dragon, fatality.
How do you remember that when you ain't played the game in like 30 years?
Nick will tell you. I've got a mind. I've got a mind like a camera from stuff a long time ago.
See, like if you put a controller in my hand, it'll all start coming back. Put the controller in my hand, put the game up. All right, I'm starting to figure it out. It's like the Mike Tyson code and Punch Out. You just kind of remember.
Do you know it?
But I know it starts with 007. That's about all I know. For
anybody else?
No, I don't know it.
007-373-5963.
Yeah,
crazy.
The only thing I remember is the 30 life code for Contra.
256 353-8263.
That was my old house
What's
number.
When's the last time you had that phone number?
God, 15, 20 years ago.
Damn.
502 Stewart Avenue, 35603.
Jesus. Hey, don't ever tell Coach important information because he go in the back of his memory bank.
Yeah, I wouldn't even be able to tell you the house number. I can't even remember if it was 502.
It was.
I remember.
And do you know how I remember the house number? I'll tell you exactly how I remember it. They had a sweepstakes giveaway. You could fill out these cards and send them in and win a Marvel versus X-Men Children of the Atom arcade machine. And me and you filled out like 50 of those. And we were using your address.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Y'all didn't win though, right? Y'all didn't get it.
No, man.
Hell no.
The funny thing about this story, though, Coach, is you don't remember shit recently, right?
I can't. So, all right.
Yeah.
This is the part to make you feel bad. It's because of a traumatic brain injury that I had in a car accident.
Is that true?
Yes, it's true.
Short-term memory is because of that, because your long-term memory is like
100%. I can't. Don't ask me what I did 2 days ago because it's black. It's blank. I can't remember a single thing.
I always wondered about that because, like I said, your mind's like a steel trap for the old shit.
It is. It is. It's like I'm still back there.
Yeah. Adam knows what's up when the cops would get called when I'd have cake parties at the house and have the whole block packed out. Man, I threw some freaking block parties in high school. I'm talking about my parents' house was packed out.
Yeah, you were a terrible child.
Yeah. We'd have 2 kegs in the back, freaking $5 for a solo cup, all you can drink.
It's so great you grew out of all that, Nick.
Yeah.
What did I eat for breakfast? That's funny you asked that, Tony. I had 2 scrambled eggs, 1 piece of sausage, and a bowl of grits.
Wow. That's a good breakfast.
Derek, have you ever had grits?
Oh, yeah, I love grits, man.
Okay, all right.
Look, my mom,
I remember the first time Nick ate them, and he could not do it.
My parents are from the South, man. My parents are all
That's
Southern,
true. That's right.
Yeah, so, they cook that stuff. I'm out here on the West Coast. Yeah, I'm looking forward to ICCC and my next trip to the Waffle House, man. Coach, you got to take care of me.
No, I'm not taking you to the Waffle House. It tore you up last time. Oh. You were not feeling it, man. It did not do you good.
It just gave me the bubble guts, but it was delicious.
It's going to do that. It's going to do that.
It's the green.
Yeah. So you got.
And you know what the bad thing is like, not only did it give us the bubble guts, we're sitting outside in the freaking heat in Nashville.
Yeah.
Like it's a bad mixture.
Yeah, that did not help.
Do you guys remember how drunk Mike got at the first meetup?
Oh God. Well,
he was going down fast.
He kept bringing out all the drinks.
I had to force feed him, Derek, pizza.
Yeah.
Because he
Mexican Iron Man.
He could not feed himself. He was gone.
Wow.
Yeah. He was also a lot. He was probably like twice the size he is right now.
Yeah, he was a big guy
for
then.
sure.
He
For
was.
sure.
He coming to the is he coming next year?
Since it's in June, Father's Day weekend, probably not, because he'll probably be doing something with his son.
Yeah.
But I don't know. He could always. I mean, maybe
Bring his son along.
maybe he'll bring his son.
Yeah.
You got to hit him
Yeah,
up,
that'd be
man.
great.
Got to let him know. Mexican Iron Man, we need you.
Yep,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Nick has very easy for Nick to talk to him.
Yeah.
Right now. So,
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm at his house right now.
he's staying
How many weeks in a row have you been there? Like 3?
Longer than that, it's been over a month. I've been here.
Yeah.
I'm surprised he hasn't kicked you out yet, Nick. To tell you the truth.
No, he is literally like he knows my situation. He knows my house is.
What's up, Sundowners?
What's
Hey,
up,
where
Sundowners?
is that? What's going
I don't know.
on?
They
Where,
probably serve margaritas
where are we
for
going?
breakfast if he's recommending.
Oh no, there's a really good breakfast place downtown Nashville called Perkins that does Bloody Marys in the morning with a breakfast bar that's really good. We used to always go have breakfast there when we hung out in Nashville back in the day.
If they've got
I'm
screwdrivers, I'm there, but I cannot stand tomato juice. I cannot
No.
stand tomato juice.
Hail to Draconis. He gifted 2 EBN memberships, and now he became a channel member.
Yeah.
Hell,
Nice.
Thank you, brother. We appreciate you. Check out. You became a knight. You
Yeah,
have
Jedi
access to our Discord, our watch parties. We're going to be having a watch party
Night.
next week. So stay tuned for that. All knights, masters, and council members. Hope that you guys all come with us and watch the watch party with us. More about that next week. And then Nick and I will be rolling out one of these retro rewind videos. You may just be in that with the watch party. So, all right, guys, let's keep this thing going. Biscuit Love is really good in Cashville.
Oh, anything that's called Biscuit Love, I'll be
Yeah.
there. It sounds great.
I had
That sound
I
like
had
my
one of
kind
those
of place.
T-shirts, Biscuit Love.
Really?
We went there. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. All right. Last trailer to react to. Everybody's seen this, right?
I have not. I
No,
haven't
Derek
seen
hasn't
it.
seen it yet.
Yeah,
Well,
this looks
Whoa.
sick.
we're gonna get little for this one.
They went hard. Yeah, Disney
Actually,
went hard on this.
you know
trailer.
what? We're gonna.
Take us away, Coach.
Yeah, I'm just gonna take us
Yeah,
away.
pull us out.
Yeah,
I want to see
yeah.
a full screen.
Yeah, just do full screen.
Yep. Here we go. All right, we're still here, guys, but we're gonna watch this trailer. Here you go, Derek. I can't wait to get his reaction.
Yeah, make it full screen on your computer too.
Yes, boss. Well, that's
Not-
wrong video. I don't even know what that is.
You got it.
Since
You saw-
time
you saw-
began-
No, you're good, Coach. You're good.
It's full screen.
Man has gazed at the stars and he has wondered, am I alone?
That's
Yep.
really cool. That's
evil,
a really cool.
evil Disney right there.
Yeah, they
like
did
that.
well.
Yeah, evil Disney.
So
I hate
much
Disney, but
talk
that's
of
that was Disney hell.
AI and big tech today. Virtual worlds, what are they going to look like when we get there? Well, folks, we're not going there. They are coming here. I would like you to meet Ares, the ultimate soldier. He's biblically strong, lightning fast, supremely intelligent. And if he is struck down on the battlefield, I will simply make you another.
All right, we got to pause it just for a second. All right, here we go.
You think you're in control of this? You're not. What are you?
I'm looking for something. Something I do not understand.
Yeah, 9 Inch Nails is on the soundtrack.
Hang on! A malfunctioning program who wants to live. Why is that? It's just a feeling. Fascinating.
Jeff Bridges is back. 9 Inch Nails doing the music.
And I think the soundtrack may be available now. I think they might have dropped the soundtrack, or at least those tracks. But I think the actual soundtrack may be available. But so, what'd you think, Derek?
That looked good, man. That looked good. All right, so maybe that might be a day one for me. It might be.
That's what we said. That's day one.
That might be.
Yeah, Mortal Kombat and this movie, like, I'm going into them cautiously optimistic. Because it is Disney, same with Mortal Kombat, even though it's not Disney. But yeah, I hope both these movies are freaking bangers. Because from the trailers on both of these, Mortal Kombat 2 and Tron Ares, they look freaking sick. I wish I felt the same about Predator Badlands, but the Predator design in that just almost killed.
Maybe the new trailer will win us over, Nick.
Maybe.
I doubt it.
Yeah.
So this is a problematic question right here. No Bruce Boxleitner for Tron or even Rindler that we know of.
We don't
know. That we know of.
That we know of.
We don't even know we don't know what version of Flynn this is even. And I went back to a couple of Bridges interviews. And he was like, did his dude. He's like, well, shit happened, or, shit's come to light, or, you know what I mean? He gave a very vague, and you could even see there, you were talking about, Coach, the disc is different. He almost looked like an apparition.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm just glad to see he's in it.
They're keeping a lot of things tight-lipped on it. I know there's some surprises coming in Tron Ares. I don't know what they are. There's not been really any leaks on the movie, on the plot and story at all. So
I don't know if Ares is going to end up being a good guy or a bad guy.
Correct.
Don't know.
It seems like he's a bad guy to start off with. Maybe he turns good later.
I mean, if you use the red versus blue business, you almost have to assume that there's something villainous about him. But the fact that he's searching for something might be the linchpin. But also, Derek, I think you know this. Apparently, this is Disney's big thing that they're bringing to Hall H. They're bringing Tron Ares in some way. I don't think they're bringing you the whole movie, but you might get to see.
It'll probably be
more.
A conversation, the trailer, and they'll do that. Look, I had marginal interest in it. I was going to see it, but that trailer sold me. I'm going. I got to see it day one, at least. Weekend one. For sure. That looked amazing.
Yeah,
I agree.
Both trailers, even the trailer that came before this, I thought was really well done.
Yeah, the first trailer,
So the first trailer, it was really weird to me seeing Earth.
Yeah.
As much as we saw Earth. And you see the different light cycles, and you see the recognizer, and you see all these things in an Earth setting.
Yeah,
and it was a little off-putting. They work here.
And they explained it. They explained some of the things we were concerned about too, didn't they?
They did.
So.
It's going to be very interesting. I cannot wait for this movie.
That looks good.
Hopefully they get it right. They got a lot riding on it for sure. If this movie is not a hit,
the Tron franchise is over.
They wanted Tron Legacy forever. They wanted a sequel to Legacy. They almost got it. It was greenlit. It was about to get started, and then they said, "Nope, we're not doing it.
Yeah.
We're not spending them. It didn't make enough. We're not doing it." And then
what's the budget on this?
170 million. I just looked it up. So it's not a horrible budget, right? So if this movie makes 450, 500 million,
it'll make more money than Andor's made them.
Well, and also they're going to dance around. Listen, this
how much did they spend on that?
It's completely possible that Tron Ares will make more than Fantastic Four, right? They'll dance around and cheer if this movie gets anywhere near 500 million. Because remember, the Tron franchise has always been niche, and Disney continues to try and revive it because they got 2 parks with the rides in the park, and they're trying to sell the merch. They have a relationship with Tron that they're just trying to keep vital.
They want it to be what Star Wars could have been.
You got it.
Right.
I would love to see that happen with Tron.
If they make 400 million on Tron Ares, that's a win for them. They'll make money on this movie. If they can make 4. Well, let's see. 2 1. Just
they got to get over 500 million. If they've spent this much, they got to get over 500 million.
Yeah, with marketing. Yeah, with marketing, you're looking at 150.
Like if they spent 170.
So
you add another 100 million, probably, or maybe
plus the theater gets their cut. So you're looking.
They got to get over 5. Yeah, but I mean, it looks good. I don't know. We'll see.
Well, and also the thing about Tron is it does have an overseas presence, right? This is one of those things because the other rides in either Shanghai, I think the other ride's in Shanghai, right?
It is. So the original one.
Yeah, that where the first one's at, right? So assuming they just don't screw it up, again, it's Disney, the chances are less than 50-50. But I'm just saying, they could get it up to 500, 600 million because I think more people will probably turn out internationally to see Tron than Superman.
Hey,
how about where we're at?
How about 9 Inch Nails coming out of retirement to do a soundtrack for this movie?
And that was an original, original songs written too. But they didn't just half-ass it.
Yeah,
amazing, just amazing.
Yeah, that's cool that 9 Inch Nails is doing the soundtrack. I love the Daft Punk soundtrack.
Me too. But this might be better, Nick.
But this might be better. This might be, yeah. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting. It's looking
hard
forward
to imagine that. Like I think the Tron Legacy soundtrack is as good as any and better than most. Yeah. This one might be better.
And the thing is, Legacy, a lot of fans that came into the Tron world after Legacy had been out for a while on streaming and Blu-ray and all that sort of stuff. People discovered and found that movie later on after it was out of theaters. So I think this one, I think this one has potential to do better than Legacy did.
Yeah, this is the elephant in the room to me. Salty Lead Farmer, Tron needs Tron, or it isn't Tron. The only thing I will push back a little bit and just say we barely had Tron in Tron Legacy, and if you really look at screen time, he wasn't in the original movie all that much to be the title character. It's really about Kevin Flynn. Tron is just the program that Alan Bradley created. He saved the day at the end of the movie, sure, but and we only got Tron in flashbacks, and Rensler was in the movie for less than 4 minutes. So it doesn't have to have Tron, but there certainly has to be a tie-in. It has to be explained what happened to Rensler. He turned back to the good. He's at the bottom of the sea. What happened to him?
Yeah. And in the very first Tron movie, Tron was only on screen, because I just looked it up, for less than 15 minutes of the entire movie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's not a lot.
So I agree that he needs to have some sort of role or significance, a mention, a purpose, something. What Tron needs to be, but I agree. I don't think we have to have him be the focus of the entire movie from start to finish.
Yeah, it's almost like another poorly named thing.
Yeah,
and Steven Lisberger, who wrote the original novel, that called Tron. The book's not about Tron. I mean,
called it Flynn's Arcade, right?
Should have called it The Grid.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Tron basically has 2 meanings now: the character and then the world.
The world, right?
And I think the best thing about this conversation is they have succeeded in the mission of a trailer.
Yes.
In these last 2 trailers, they have succeeded, right? They've at least got one person who wasn't sure about seeing it before who's going to see it now, right? That is the purpose of a good trailer. It doesn't mean the movie's going to be good, but at least somebody understands how to make a freaking trailer.
The trailer's 10 out of 10, and as I watched it today for the first time, it made me think about all of our old friend, the legendary Tron. He would have loved this movie.
Yeah.
Oh,
no doubt about it.
Especially the music.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
He loved that hard stuff.
Yeah. In the arcade from the 80s, loved it. Loved it.
I did too
And-
back then, but it does not hold up well, son.
Oh,
no,
it's awesome.
it does not. But the arcade machine itself is freaking badass. I wanted that and one arcade one up, or not and one, the arcade one up Tron cabinet. If I had the money for it, I'd get it because it's like a work of art. That arcade machine.
They're not expensive. You should get the original, like a refurbished original. They're way better.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But it looks amazing. But that game sucks.
Yeah, it does not hold up.
So-
It's fun though. It's good.
If you want to spend $3,000 on a piece of furniture, all right.
Yeah.
With some blue lights on it.
It's a frustrating game too.
That's
if
why I
recall
was going to
correctly.
do the arcade one up version.
Yeah, for real. All right, guys. Look, great
We
show.
did it, Coach. I
Yeah,
had never
thank
had
you.
this out.
We nailed the agenda. We went through all 87 things that was on the agenda tonight. Want to say thank you to Draconis for joining the member family and the 2 gifted memberships that he did. And we also want to say thank you for the 5 gifted memberships from Donna Hergenrether, all of the member chats and all of the super chats. We appreciate that very much. We got
And
a lot
we had
more
almost
coming.
200 people here, Coach. So just thanks everyone for turning out.
Hey,
Gracious
listen.
sakes.
Yeah.
Risman actually searched EBN on YouTube today,
And the video
and it
came.
found us
The Tron video
Yeah.
came up. It was
Yeah.
great.
for the first time.
Yeah.
It was the
Yeah.
third one.
Since
but
our
it's good.
rebranding.
And then
And we made 2 videos today.
Yeah.
When's the last time we did? We're back. People just don't know it yet. We're back. Hiatus is over. We're back. Derek, I need an invitation to a live stream soon. Okay.
Jonas is at it again.
Draconis with another EBN
Hell,
gifted membership.
Draconis.
Thank
Canadian
you
Spider-Man
so much.
got it. Good to see you, Canadian Spider-Man.
Canadian Spider-Man, our old friend.
Yeah.
Good to see you, man. Good to see you. All right, guys. Derek, tell everybody what you got going on and where they can find you.
Oh, yeah, you know me. The nightcap is coming up this week, or tonight, I should say. All right, we'll be doing that tonight at 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Not sure if anybody's still going to be awake by then, but if you are, come hang out. We always have a good time on the nightcap. And then, of course, the DA's office every Sunday at 8 p.m. Again, Coach, if you want to invite to 10 o'clock on a Sunday night, it's yours.
You got me for 2 more Sundays, and then reality comes back.
Yeah.
I'll shoot it to you. But yeah, good to be back. I'm just busy, man. I'm just busy.
Oh, we know.
Chock
We know.
Full of crap
Everybody
to
here's
do.
been asking, where's DA? You know,
Bruh,
and
I'm just busy, man.
the
I just
joke
got
is
a
he's still in
whole-
Japan. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, because that was actually the last time you were on with us. When this,
Yeah, it
You
was
came
from
in
Japan.
live.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was actually
yeah.
in Japan right there reporting from the floor. But yeah, bring me back anytime, man. I'm always glad to hang out with the EBN family. You guys are like family to me, and I'm
Absolutely.
looking forward to ICCC next year.
Oh,
So
it's gonna be
yeah,
fun.
bring me in anytime.
All
Awesome.
right.
Good seeing you, brother.
Nick, any last words?
EBN cast tomorrow afternoon, 2:00 Central. As of right now, the show is a go for tomorrow. Everybody's planning on being there. So
50-50.
yeah, I don't see anything. We were all there last week, and I mean, I don't see anything that would stop me from having the show tomorrow. So yeah, more than likely, I'd probably say 95% chance the show will happen tomorrow.
EBN cast is definitely happening tomorrow.
Yeah.
50-50. It's 50-50.
Yeah, and no, my treadmill is, I did not throw it out, it is at my house, which I will be back at next week.
Oh, we can't wait for that. Derek, I think you've missed him walking on a treadmill as we stream.
Back to the treadmill game.
It is quite disturbing and distracting at the same time.
Yeah.
It's
Yo.
awful.
All right, guys. Thank you all for being here. We are so happy that we had 200 people show up tonight and just all the engagement. We got a lot more coming with our members and our patrons and all of our subscribers. Appreciate all you guys. We are EBN. See you guys on the next one.
Take care.
Bye, guys.